or like problems with it. And one guy was going like, so I sampled from like laser discs, I sampled from, uh the DVD, I sampled from like the VHS, like all these, things. And then it went down a rabbit hole of like finding uh forums full of dedicated aficionados for projection TV setups, because these were the guys who like wanted to collect laser discs. And then like the purest form of the laserdisc was like those old projection TVs. And like I went like through like 4K images of this guy's like effort to restore his projection TV. And then like he'd be talking about like the way that he's adjusting the color and the temperature of these bulbs like over and over and over and over, like tweaking and tweaking and tweaking. Just kind of fascinating to see someone's life, 10 years later, but like as a time capsule of effort.
It just required so much more, I don't know, tinkering.
Yeah. I remember seeing them at someone's house, but I don't remember them ever working.
I see Mike is
I'm here.
on. Is he in? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, then-
Sorry, I was a little bit late. Running behind on bread shit. So
Embarrassing.
yeah, I know. I was out to dinner, and it took twice as long as I had expected it to be because
Ugh,
it was
we heard this up.
slammed, and staff was incompetent. So
Ugh.
it's like they
Yeah,
had
blame the
trainees on
staff.
that. They ended up being
Yeah.
You
slammed. No, like,
fools.
it was. We sat at the bar, so like we were hearing the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, these children are doing a terrible job at running this restaurant.
No, they were grown ass adults.
You said bone drama?
But no,
Phone.
no,
Zone.
no.
Loan? Home.
Keep going.
Okay.
No,
Rome?
Oh, good. Rome?
I- no. I don't think you heard the word that I think I said. No, we sat at the bar. We heard all the drama of the staff as they were like trying to manage the situation.
These grown
That guy
ass
from
adults.
Jersey was there?
And they were grown ass
Mike?
adults.
Yeah. The situation just ordered 100 hamburgers.
Was he Jughead?
What's an eggs Benedict sandwich?
Oh, I'd eat that.
We don't even serve eggs.
All right, gentlemen, it is good to see you. Happy Thursday. Before Kai, I
Yeah.
cue you in for music. I would like to share a little something, and it will be in the comms channel.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Isn't there virus?
No, it's not. It's a song I wrote.
Fool me once. The shop anthem.
Nathan, you have really gone ham.
Yep.
I'm in love. I'm
Mom and
love
Pop
good.
for all your shopping.
I'm a G.
Mom and Pop for drinks and fees.
I'm a G.
Mom and Pop for guns and popping.
Come on, baby.
Mom and Pop for all
Lord.
you need. Mom and Pop for boots and laces. Mom and Pop for armor too. Mom and Pop for smiling faces.
Oh man, Micers, you
Mom
need to
and
plug
Pop
these
is
lyrics
good
into that,
for
like,
you. Come on in, the doors are
song-making AI
swinging.
that you
Hear
were
the
using
bell,
before.
it's always ringing.
I mean,
grab a
it's there.
snack and
It's-
stay
the song is here.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
That's what
actually
this
play
is.
it. I didn't realize that it had a music player.
Oh my god, yes. Yep.
Mom and Pop for medicine.
Amazing.
Mom and Pop for
Click
drugs
that,
and
click play.
tonics.
Yep, there we go.
Mom and Pop for
Oh, yeah, the-
everything.
That's the
Playboy
intro
has
to
already done
the show now.
Mom and Pop for flavored cola. Mom and Pop for
And
flavored blues.
I only wanted
Mom
to
and
start
Pop for
here
flavored
because
bullets.
something tells me
Mom and Pop
you
is
might
good
want to do a
for
little bit of
you.
shopping after the way that your last encounter went. But before we get there, let's invite you all.
Are we? I know that in the last scene last week we had There's that fucking radio again.
Oh my god.
Is it really doing it already?
Yes.
Okay, so
You're either standing too close to a TV
I'm
or too
not.
close to a radio antenna.
No, I'm not.
I mean,
I
never thought of you as like a CB radio guy. but-
No, it's
Hit
cool.
some
I just
tinfoil
I
and wrap your
accidentally have
whole
one.
room in it.
So does it stop when I like do this?
Yeah, I mean
Yes.
it has not been going for the last few seconds. Like it'll just sort of pick up for maybe 3 seconds and then
Yeah.
cut out, you
I
know.
was, well, let me know if it keeps doing it because I was looking at some tips and tricks on how to fix that. One thing was to
Just
open
turning
up
your
the
office into a
wires in the
Faraday cage.
cable close, thread a tiny ferrite bead through one of the wires, and then re-solder it. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Oh,
That
all right.
sounds like so much goddamn work.
Yeah, that would be like an old dude's solve, but yeah. Someone else said try and loosen the mic cable. So I have it like not plugged in all the way. So hopefully it still picks me up. But
Oh.
I mean, it's probably a combination of like my microphone, the case, the wiring in the walls. It's perfect receiving center.
Yeah.
CIA bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like, didn't people used to hear that on like their fillings or something?
No, I think that's a urban myth.
Yeah, I don't. It seems crazy that like those radio signals would have to be so strong to come through
Oh, I think it
metal
was.
that tiny.
Was it when you would bite down on stuff though? Is that what it was?
Yeah, if you bite down on an actively turned on radio.
That would work.
There we go. James.
Oh, I love the rubble.
do
That's
you-
great.
Do you need an invite?
I need uppies.
Uppies. Let's
on.
go.
I'm actually kind of excited. I think today.
You'll want to switch back out of cutscene mode and then back in now that he's on the board,
There we go.
Nice.
and then hit the eye thing, and that'll lock James into the view.
Cool. Thank you. So, Mike, you were inquiring, and I would like to do a little bit of a fresh start. So we can imagine that there was this after party, and the credits rolled. We had a nice festive fade to black, whatever.
Yeah.
And we start in your neighborhood, and 3 days have passed since the attempted bombing of your apartment building. And in those 3 days, the neighborhood has shown their gratitude in just about every way they can. So Derby patched up the car, Dark Carver repaired both bodies and body armors, Pop set aside a case of shrimp cola, and word has spread beyond the confines of your neighborhood, and you start to realize that things like this are what build your reputation in this city. You find yourselves getting the occasional nod on the street. The youth gangs around give you ample space and show just a tiny bit less disrespect than usual.
Oh, you think we're hip?
And mechanically, that means that each of you gains 3 rep, which plays primarily into how well you handle face downs and represents your status in Night City. So before we dive in today, please go to your Agent tab in the Red app, and in the top right, you'll see rep. Bump that up to 3.
Oh yeah, there it
Is
is.
that for everyone or just those guys mentioned?
Now that's everyone, all of y'all.
I like that this here represents an
rep.
attempted bombing, not successful.
You said
Not
3?
successful.
3 rep?
Yeah.
3 rep. Yep.
Yeah.
How is that used? Is that like a consumable point, or
It
is
is
that like
not.
a flat bonus?
So rep is it is a flat bonus that goes specifically toward face downs, which are when you are leveraging who you are and how you're known in this city. It also plays into like narratively how you're known. you can in fact have a positive rep for negative things. You can be known as like, oh yeah, that guy's a fucking snake. Or oh yeah, Jimmy the coward.
Sure.
A rep is just a level of how much you are known and for what. And for right
But-
now, you guys are
okay.
known for being good with guns and cool under pressure.
Chicken chaser.
Throwing guys out of buildings.
Chicken
And,
chaser.
oh yeah, and throwing guys out of buildings. That's definitely it.
That's true.
Yeah.
And in the 3 days following the attempted bombing, I would love to hear from each of you what you did besides recuperate. And I'm gonna start with Atticus.
Okay. Nathan already knows, obviously, but yeah, collected and then sold through various contacts and what are the night markets, the gear that we were assailed by, and then shared those profits with the how many of the three U's. So our rich executive doesn't get any, but
Yeah, fuck off.
That guy.
yeah, he lives in some fancy penthouse or whatever. So the rest of us get 925 creds. Or, yeah.
Yeah, 925
Damn.
apiece.
Where is that in gear?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, gear in the top
Oh.
corner. Well, that does
I'll
put
be
change.
eating fancy lutefisk tonight. I'll get the Sturströmen.
Yeah, I think that's probably most of what I've been up to. Maybe trying to find somebody to patch up this building.
You will note in the last 3 days that the company has, at the very least, put out the fires and has put a gate in front of the gaping hole that was the doorway to that poor sucker's unit. They have also, Jojo will be delighted to know, moved you next door. So you are just one door down from your previous unit, and this current unit has a bathroom and 4 walls and everything.
He's
Did
like, hey, the
someone else
countertops
die?
in this one is so much nicer.
You're just not at capacity. It was available. And
Okay.
or maybe someone, maybe you just made an enemy because they got put out on the street
Wait,
and you're living in their digs.
I'm still on the second floor, right?
Yeah, just the next one over that isn't
Oh,
exploded.
I can move around. Hold on.
Yep.
So there's the one that's blowed up. That's mine. Okay.
Yep. So you're just now on the corner facing the other
shit.
street.
On the corner. Okay.
And
I don't know which one that is, but all right.
it should have.
Is it?
Oh, is this
Is
one?
it this one?
Nope, this one right here.
Ah. Okay.
So this was your room. This is your room.
Cool.
New toilet and everything.
New toilet and new to you.
Yeah.
Your cheeks have
broke it
never
in.
touched it before.
And Jojo, aside from moving over your Spartan belongings between these rooms, is there anything that you do in these sort of 3 days following the attempted bombing?
I think that like having the explosion in the room, like Jojo is God, I think I had it in the backstory. Is there somewhere I could read the backstory of
Yeah, if you just go
Vax?
to your, click on yours, it's bio. Under bio, and you
Yeah,
just scroll down.
it was something about like being like not a clean freak, but I think that I would be looking for
Everything
supplies.
possible is single use and stored compacted until
That's
needed.
the one. Yeah.
Yep.
So I think that that would probably have disrupted, like, where I was keeping all of my supplies. So I
Oh,
would probably
absolutely.
imagine then I'm out. And then I have where do I get my supplies? So I hit the night markets and score deals. So I probably for the past couple of nights have been working uh, real hard to replenish.
Awesome.
Yeah. So less relaxing, more just sort of like yeah, sure, the new apartment is nice, but it
But the order
ruined my
of things.
stash.
Yep.
Yeah, and maybe I could have helped with some of that, like in the process of selling the guns and stuff. Try to find whatever JoJo needs to replace that would not be like street legal or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
For
like
sure.
an organized, house is an organized mind, sort of like neurotic, busy work at night.
And Vex, how about you? Mikers?
Let's see here. I would probably obviously recuperate, but then I would probably help clean up the rubble.
Nice. You're probably
He's like
part of the
putting the
reason
room
it
back
looks
brick by brick.
as good as it does, despite the fact that it's still, a bit rubbly.
And then obviously help out any of the tenants that are shaken from the events and do Rico, and what was her name?
Vina.
Bina. Yeah, I'd reassure them that, it's all good. Just don't shoot me again.
That is deeply admirable. I was talking to Mikers earlier about how in a game that is all about like hard Scrabble living, a bunch of pretty good people ended up living together, and like in D&D you're all sort of sociopaths in your own right, and in the sociopath game you're all like, you know what, let's help the little old lady and her pets. Fucking
Very
love it.
I mean, come on.
altruistic.
This isn't Shadowrun or whatever that game is. We've got
Yeah,
Yeah.
some
you're
morals.
getting-
No, but
It's
there's
true.
also the
You know what it
comparison
is?
of like there are literal cyber psychos, and they sort of like set the bar pretty high for how crazy
Very
it can be.
true. Yeah.
The real reason is that it's so much more likely that someone will kill us in this game.
Yeah. Also true. Yep. And Talia, what do you do with your 3 days? Although, to be clear, you're the one most likely to be bedbound for the most part.
Yeah, she got fucked
Yeah,
up.
I think after getting like even remotely, I think she first talks to Vex, and like with her abdomen like wrapped in uh, uh gauze and bandages, pleads with Vex to move Gina and Rico anywhere else. They cannot stay. I don't care where they go, but they can't stay here.
Okay, hang on just
Not
a sec,
not with.
because we're gonna. Let's see. We'll get. I imagine Vex is
And like
hosting because Vex likes to host.
I'm pleading directly with Vex because I know they're friends of his. Right? It just happens that his friend shot me in the stomach and didn't stop there trying to kill me, and has not explained herself at all or tried to make anything right in the interim. Rico, I've broken his arm, but he deserves worse. and depending on what Vex says, would determine what I would do with the remainder of my time.
Give them another
Taking
shot.
it.
I'm that's your answer?
I think it's important to always give people at least one chance to forgive themselves.
Yeah. She did that. She had a chance after the first time she assaulted us. Then she
It
shot
was
us
the
again.
heat of the moment.
Then
She
she
was
shot us
scared.
again. She was not scared.
Her
That was
gun
not
exploded. She's
fear.
injured. She's frail. Give chance to make amends. That's all I ask. If you still feel that
No.
way after she tries to apologize to you, then I will see her out of here.
I am not talking to her. As far as I'm considered, she's dead to me.
Come on, we've all done things we regret. Are you without sin?
We've all shotgunned people we maybe should not have shotgunned.
If you would like to play the messenger and tell her that she has 12 hours to decide what she's going to do to make amends to me and the other people in this building that she helped almost just for a reason she has felt not necessary to disclose to the rest of us. I'm surely willing to hear her out at a distance that can't be reached by her shotgun or whatever
I
other
think that
arms she's
shotgun's
carrying
long
along
gone.
with her
It's
crazy
mostly
pets.
embedded in her.
I mean, I'm coming to you before I go to Mrs. Anderson.
Like I said,
Because
let me attempt
you and
to
I
bring
are
Olive
friends.
Branch to her and bring it back to you with more olives on it. I think that's how the idiom is, right? You will obtain many olives from fruitful endeavor.
And with that, Vex, do you want to go visit
Yeah.
Gina?
Yeah.
I gotta get up for 1 sec.
Yeah, of course. You knock on the door and you hear sort of muffled voices behind it, and maybe there's a little bit of an argument, and Gina opens the door.
Hello, Gina. How are you doing?
She wordlessly holds up the stump of her right hand.
I'm sorry about that.
I'd say I got what I deserved, but I don't know if I've lost enough yet. And she turns around as tears sort of well in her eyes and looks to her pets instead. Please come in.
How are the pets?
A little bit shaken from the explosions, obviously, but nothing they haven't experienced before. Look, Vex, I feel like I need to explain myself, but every time I try, it sounds as dumb and selfish as it is. She opens up the cage and pulls out her barn owl onto her shoulder and sort of strokes his chest feathers. And she's like, you know how rare it is to find family out here. And isn't part of being in a family doing anything you can to protect each other?
I understand.
I tell you, I didn't have a choice. I honestly don't know what they're going to do to me. If they're going to do something to me, but you have to promise me if they do something to me that you keep these animals safe. They cannot fall into the wrong hands.
They will be safe. Understandable.
And
But
from
nothing will
behind
happen to you.
From behind you, you hear a flush, and Rico walks out of the bathroom. Hey, look who it is.
Hey, music man.
Our old friend. He's got his arm in a sling. We really... I don't... Man, there's just... You know?
Very deep man of many words.
Yeah,
This sweet crocodile jacket.
you get it.
Well, I'm here mostly because Talia wishes for you to potentially be removed from building. Understandably so, you almost killed her.
I was just seeing red. I knew that. Look, the offer they made me is if I helped vacate the building, then they wouldn't take them away from me.
You understand they were going to blow up the building with your family inside, correct?
They
They had
they gave me
no.
promises.
Their promises
they
are as
wouldn't.
good as mud.
I see that.
Next time when someone comes a threatening, you should speak with one of us. We are more trustworthy than them.
I'm honestly surprised to see any of you knocking at my door with anything but a gun in your hand. What can I do?
Well,
I am
first,
at...
I would recommend an apology. Mostly to Talia, because you blew part of her face off.
And it's such a sweet face. I didn't... What? I was just... Enough. I don't have excuses. My children were threatened. Guns were firing. I felt I had to do something. Desperation
okay.
breeds stupidity.
That's the beauty of amends. You make them. Find something deep and personal to give her, or apologize, or truly from the heart, then I think she'll forgive you. Maybe Rico can write a song and give her the royalties from it.
From inside his sling, Rico extends the middle finger of his broken arm, but also smiles charmingly at you. I still got the brain for the words. Yeah, we could put something together. What do you think she like? She's always just coming and going and looking so professional with those light up cat. Like we can't give her Prince. I mean, and Gina immediately shoots daggers at Rico. Obviously, I would never suggest we give away our cat. No, definitely not. But what can we do, man?
Maybe give her your guitar? Or a guitar? I don't know how many you own. Maybe sign it. Probably still worth something.
Yeah, that'd be a start. And
Or if you
Gina,
want to earn the hearts of the community, you could host a charity concert for the rebuild.
Gina clears her throat behind you and says, "She works for Danger Gal, right?"
I believe so, yes.
I can get her the lead of the fucking century.
I think that would be
May-
good for her.
Maybe that'll make amends.
See, all you did need is a moment to think, and you already come up with great things. Olives obtained.
Oh, thank you, Beck. I appreciate your diplomacy, and I'll go see Talia.
Don't forget, we're all family here. Like building a family.
You hear
Big
behind
happy
you.
family of olives.
You suggested
Family
giving away the
walls.
goddamn cat. We do not give away the cat. We cannot let any of these. So, Talia, are you in your room?
Yeah, I
Okay.
moved my character to be.
Cool. You get a knock on your door about 2 minutes later.
I think she looks through the door peep, and with the chain still attached, does that like slight open and just like peeks one eye out to see Gina, but doesn't say anything.
Raises her
Again, like
hands and says, "Relax, relax. I'm unarmed," and then waves her stump at you slightly. Nothing. Seemed like
did
it was
you
worth a shot.
expect to come in?
No, I heard you want me out, and I understand, and Vex made it clear we're a family, and if in the immortal words of Dom Toretto, you don't turn your back on family, and I was only thinking of my family and not the broader family, and I've said family too much, and now I'm just rambling because I feel consumed by guilt, but it's not about my guilt, it's about the fact that I fucking shot you, and look, I was being leaned on. I don't know if you've noticed, but
Let's get one thing very clear. You shot me several times. You almost killed me. If it was not for JoJo, I would be dead. And
Oh, I think I
you,
still have to operate on your
my
back.
understanding is that you did this because someone promised you something that you should have known better that they could not have delivered and had no intention of delivering. You didn't even get, in the end, anything in return. I mean, this is a close knit building. And I like Vex. Everybody likes Vex. He's the nicest guy around. He's everybody's friend,
Smells
which
kind of
is
fishy.
crazy because I've seen him go Wolvers out on people, and the guy's a fucking savage.
it really is horrifying.
But when you're, when that's not the case, nicest guy around. And I'm glad y'all are friends. That's why I talked to him about this isn't the building for you more. Maybe it's time for you to get a new start. Because how are any of us supposed to anything that you do from this? And she like closes the door just a little bit to undo the chain and swings the door open to like show just how like bandaged up her abdomen is. Her face untouched, abdomen fucked.
Oh, Christ.
And like it's another thing that I live across from you every day. I open my door, I look at your door. We are fucking neighbors. And you tried to kill me? The only reason that I am pursuing harsher recompense is because of Vex.
You're right.
So he said something to me about some fucking olives, but I mean, all I've ever seen of olives are some like disgusting black things. I don't know why he felt they were so precious, but it seemed to mean something to him to say some sort of idiom. So I don't know.
It's he does like his idioms, but it's less about olives and more about recompense. I understand that you and your crew are just trying to make your way like the rest of us, but it seems like you're also trying to do a little bit of good in the world, and it feels like the least that I can do is provide you a lead on some very bad people who need that kind of lesson. And she looks over her shoulder down at the there is still a rust-colored spatter on the ground where oh my god, where Briggs slammed a door into somebody and then they fell down the ladder.
Yep.
I know you're an investigator. I'm sure you have a very full book, but just please, when you feel like you're ready, come knock on my door, and I'll tell you a story. And she, through all of this, just like she's silently crying, like tears are just sort of running down her face. And she says, "Thanks for seeing me, and I'm sorry. I yeah, that's it."
Okay. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you.
Sure. Amazing. I was wondering if you guys were going to resolve stuff with them. Yes. So, mechanically, she has a lead for you, or will have a lead in a couple of days, for a job. You're not sure involving who, but if it's something related to what she was being leaned on for, then it's probably juicy. Probably something Danger Gal might be interested in. Probably something you guys might be interested in.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, maybe don't need to point it out because hopefully it was marginally evident in the RP. But like the usually socially sweet as pie Caracol is, or Talia is,
I see.
yeah, icy.
Yep.
She has activated her resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
bare minimum.
At this moment, Atticus, what are you doing?
Probably like wander back into the building, loudly eating some kind of snack.
Not doing copious amounts of meth, that's for sure.
Probably not that.
Not yet.
You can't use your own supply, man.
Some other guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, hey, did you guys
it's-
see somebody that looked exactly like me doing drugs a second ago?
You can barely hear over the crunching, but your agent starts trilling in your pocket. Unless you have an internal agent. I forgot to check.
I do.
Great. Then your head starts trilling.
Man, I'm never gonna get used to that.
I set it on
It
vibrate and it fucking sucks.
His head just twitches to the side every time.
It is Rex Royale.
Oh, hey, Rex. Oh, is it a call or a message?
It's a call.
Oh, okay. How are you doing today?
Atticus, I'm doing well. As promised, I've got work for you and your crew, and it's a hot one. Simple personnel recovery for a private client. Details in person. If you're in,
Re-
I'll send a car.
Recover a person. Yep, I think we can do that, and we probably need the money to patch up this big old hole in the side of our building.
I heard about that. I'm sorry as hell, but glad it's still standing.
Yeah,
Be
so
ready
a
in an
big
hour.
old hole in the side of Caracol, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, where can I meet you? Oh, he said he was going to send a car. That's
Yep,
right.
he said he'll send a car. Yep. You tell the team?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, give me just a minute. I'll round up the gang.
I forget, do I need to spawn you guys? I do, don't I?
Yeah, I don't think my token's on the map.
Yep. At the appointed time, a boxy looking cab rolls up. It's got Delamain Taxi on the side, and it pops open its doors, and where the driver's seat would be. Has anybody here seen the timeless classic Total Recall?
Yes, it's been a pretty long time though.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
he's a little like robot puppet like
That's exactly it.
driver. Yeah.
He's a robot puppet driver. So this is pre Cyberpunk 77, where Delamain is, an AI that owns the company and is independent.
Okay.
Now it's where the driver's seat would be is a robotic torso, dressed in a suit, modeled to look as professional and as human as possible, and it falls face first into the hideously uncanny valley. And the bald head turns as if it's looking over its shoulder, and it says, "Hello, I'm Delamain. Please enter the vehicle and fasten your seatbelts. Your destination has been provided."
You know, if we get in this thing, you'll start the side quest down the road.
That's okay.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
feeling
just-
a little bored today.
I mean, this taxi company sprang for the extra money to put a twin cam. Damn. I mean,
Slight segue. I was listening to, I don't know if anybody else listens to the Seth Meyers and Little Island podcast. Their most recent episode, they're talking about how it just so happened that they were talking about Doogie Howser, that show about like the child doctor.
The child doctor, yeah.
oh yeah.
And how, and then also Total Recall, and that the character's name is Hauser. And then today they were like revisiting that, and we're like, so wait, Doogie is actually short for Douglas. So he's Douglas Hauser, and then the character in Total Recall is also named
It's also
Douglas
Douglas
Hauser.
Hauser.
And these movies came out these things came out in like the same year or something like that. And so they're like, did we just like uncover some kind of crazy conspiracy thing that like how deep is the Douglas Hauser thing gonna run?
Oh, shit. Sorry, James. I didn't realize I lost you.
I crashed. I'm trying to research why it crashed.
Okay.
I'll just RP for now.
Cool. Everybody gets in the car. The car drives you a rather short distance to the south. And as you drive, it begins to rain. And in Night City, there is something that is known as blood rain, dramatically. And really, it's just a sort of sooty, brownish rain that comes from all of the particulate matter in the area. And it's raining, you're in the cab, and it drops you off at the Forlorn Hope. Have any of you been to the Forlorn Hope before?
What is it? It's like a club?
Yeah. It's
The
a
Forlorn
club
Hope.
near the old city.
Oh,
It's a club near the old city medical, right?
yeah, the Forlorn Hope is the possibly the city's most storied solo bar that is not the Afterlife.
Oh, then
If
I've
you're
probably
looking,
been here. Yeah.
yeah, if you're looking for a party, you go to the Afterlife. If you're looking for a a quiet beer and a game of pool with a bunch of people who will fucking kill you if you look at them wrong, you go to the Forlorn Hope.
Yeah, I think probably would have been here to arrange work.
Excellent. It's a few doors or a few steps down from street level, and the first thing that you encounter is basically a decontamination room. Who goes first? It actually can fit all of you.
I mean, if it's one at a time, I'd say Atticus. This is his lead.
I mean, I can go first.
We'll say two at a time.
Fine.
The front doors, they're not actually on hinges. They slide. They slide closed behind you, and you guys are doused in a cloud of what feels like steam, but is like it doesn't bother your breathing at all. And as it dissipates, you notice the blood rain you've been covered with has just turned to a fine dust that you can then brush off yourself. And
Oh
the
no,
doorway.
we're in Little China. Okay, I'm looking at the map.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you just went
Yeah, we're
south
further.
a ways.
Yeah.
And the doorway opens and welcomes you all in. The guard of the place is a burly person who goes by the name of Petra, and they just size you up. And you said Atticus has definitely been here.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they nod to you.
Hey, Petra, how are you doing?
Doing well. Good to see y'all. You know the drill. Keep 'em holstered. Keep it pleasant. We'll all have a good time. And steps back. So the Forlorn Hope, it's quiet, it's neighborhood, it's kind of a legend, but you really got to play nice. The owner, operator, and usual bartender of the Hope, her name is Marianne Williams, and she does not fuck around. What is one detail about the bar that each of you notice as you enter? Something that stands out in the scene.
I give Petra one of these when I walk in.
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Okay. So I couldn't remember this this descriptive use, whether it was a Sunday thing or a Thursday thing, but I love it. Okay, so the question is like, how, can you say it one more time?
Oh, just what's an element of the bar that sort of defines it for you? And this was your suggestion. I'm just
Yeah,
stealing
yeah,
it.
yeah. I know. I love this. I love this this narrative use of like putting some of the small detail work on the player. Um, I think uh, I think that there is a for the roughness of the crowd, how clean the place is actually kept in the ways that matter denote the amount of respect that the people who like set foot in this place have for the simple set of rules that they are asked to follow when inside, which is not the case in a lot of the city.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Vex, what about you?
Well, that kind of counteracts the detail that I was going to put in.
Sorry.
All the piss and blood that's in all of the grooves.
Well, I was going to say that there's particularly one blood stain from the one time that someone tried to start a fight here, and Marianne
Ooh.
put down, and they leave it there as a like that's the one time someone tried to fuck around in here. And that's what's left of
fucking
them.
love that.
That's great.
Absolutely. James, what about you?
Do we lose him
That
again?
they have a no. I'm muted. They have a seemingly like a clean, fresh dispenser for prophylactics, and surprisingly, I'd say that I'd maybe notice that the neon in here looks very intricate. Some interesting, like like custom artist, like neon signs.
Hmm.
It's difficult
Love it.
patterns. It makes them more expensive.
Oh yeah, and Atticus.
That in addition to the neon signs and otherwise like kind of clean look, they have in places like framed either like newspaper clippings or scream sheets or kind of whatever the appropriate thing would be here for like news stories about hits that were done that were big enough to like make the news that might have originated from this place, and so it's kind of like a almost like a trophy rack of yeah, like the bad shit that the people here get up to.
Y'all, amazing. Thank you. As you walk in, you hear a very loud, very sharp whistle from behind you. And you see Rex Royale, who is sitting in a booth over in the corner. And already on the table are 4 whiskeys, and he just motions you over. Now, everyone knows that Rex usually takes his clients in his penthouse, which is in the upper marina. But for you guys, he's still getting to know you. He prefers the cozy confines and also the ample backup of the Hope. You spot him lighting a cigar, and Rex Royale is, I don't think I gave him like a proper introduction last time. He is mid-50s. He's got a full head of silver hair, and he is impeccably dressed. His most notable feature, his eyes. One of them has been replaced by some strange cyberpunk combination jeweler's loop opera glass, which rotates and telescopes as you approach, sort of focusing on each of your faces. And his other eye lacks any pupil or iris, and instead there is a bright blue poker chip that takes its place. He grins through a cloud of smoke, motions for you all to take a seat. Glad you could make it.
Oh,
Now.
hey, yeah, of course, anytime, Rex.
Yeah.
I drank
I'm not
2
one to
whiskeys.
stand on. I'm not one to stand on ceremony, and this one's time sensitive. You've proven you've got guts and firepower. Great. Great. So's your average booster. Who gives? This gig is going to need a little more finesse. A private contract has landed in my lap, and it needs doing ASAP. Now, normally, this would be a cakewalk for Gunny, but now that poor bastard's chipping with the Angels, I've got an opening on my roster.
R.I.P.
Hey, Miss Gunny.
Yeah.
He holds up his glass, and clearly that is what the whiskeys are for, and then looks at Vex, who has already drank 2 of them, and just kind of
sorry.
chuckles to himself. Cheers to the rest of you. Client calls me up. Says his main line's been snatched. He's pretty high up in the ranks at Cigarette. He thinks maybe someone grabbed her to put pressure on him. Maybe to spill company secrets. He wants you to check out the kidnap site, look for clues, find out who has her and where they are. Payment's 1,000 eds ahead on recovery. Any questions, you ask him now. Otherwise, he slides a little chip across the table. Head to this address. He'll be waiting.
So this is a search and rescue.
That's right.
And I read something on the wire today about Ziggurat beefing over turf with WorldSat.
Yeah, you see them try and take credit for your good work? Figures. Fucking corpse.
I mean, we don't need the extra heat of actual journalism telling people that real heroes exist.
Actual journalism. That's a good one. I always liked you.
I mean, I like you. Is that custom Kuroshi work? Like, I never seen anything like that.
What this and it telescopes all the way out of his head like a solid 4 or 5 inches, which makes it clear it's embedded deeply into his skull, and then comes back. Oh, this old thing.
Yeah,
Custom
damn
job
Rex,
from
I have
way back.
X-ray vision. You gotta warn a girl.
It as it's extended, it sort of leers up and down. It does a little vertical scan and then comes back. It takes a puff of his cigar.
I mean, one does not compose as such to not be observed in a city like this.
All about being known, innit?
It sure is.
So, like I said, pretty straightforward. Client's got the money. I mean,
So-
if y'all don't have any questions, Delamain is waiting outside.
We find how they got picked, where they got picked off to, pick them up, and drop them off.
So, by all accounts, the client knows exactly where this took place. Trouble is, he doesn't know who took her, and he doesn't know where they took her to.
And we're hoping there's clues at the scene that will.
Precisely. Client's input would one of them fancy places uptown, La Lune Blue in Upper Marina. Very exclusive. You mean no offense, but dressed the way you are, wouldn't be able to buy a drink there. Now, as far as I know, no one saw anything, but if someone was extracted from under the nose of a fancy restaurant, you think they would tell anyone? This whole thing stinks.
You're saying that they got abducted inside of the restaurant?
That's the story I'm spinning.
Shit, I thought I was going to get out of this without having to buy new threads.
Well, you must wear nice clothes like I do. Latest trends.
I mean, yeah, but we scope it out. Female bartender, you go. Male bartender, I go. We find out they play for another team. We switch it up.
What does hockey team have to do with this?
Not hockey team. I'm just saying, a little flirt goes a long way. It's still, even things being as they are.
Oh, I get it.
Yes.
I lean over to
Say,
Rex. She wants us to sex them.
Not
yeah, well, we
fully, but the promise of can open a lot of doors.
might get up to a little bit of that. But hey, Rex, who owns this place? What do you call it? Luna Blue?
La Lune Blue? Hell if I know, that's your jobs. What do you think I'm paying you for?
No, all right.
Rex Rico. You're gonna be tied to everything you do.
Some woman named Gina?
That'd be really funny.
So the corpo who's offering the contract works for Ziggurat, you said?
He does.
And the person that got abducted works for Ziggurat.
Not to my knowledge, but these are all questions you can ask him. He taps the data chip on the table.
Oh. Fuck, do you know... Atticus, do you know how these things work? Wait, is this like the insertable, data chip?
You can also pop it into your agent.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, Atticus, the pleasure is yours unless you want one of us to pop it.
He twiddles his fingers and then picks it up. Well, let's go arrange ourselves a meeting.
Excellent. Give me a call if you need anything. Otherwise, I look forward to hearing job well done.
Okay, goodbye. I love you.
Are you gonna have a Delamain take us everywhere? Because I mean, we might need a car to once we find out where this person has been taken to take them back. Do we
For this
have
job, consider transportation baked right in.
Rex? Forgive my French, but fuck yeah.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
That's
indeed.
awfully convenient.
I thought, did JoJo get in the car? I thought she came in here. She was right behind us, wasn't she?
Yeah, Jojo doesn't have control over their body right now.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Yep, I got it. Jojo is also in the bar.
Yeah, Jojo's there also.
Runs down the steps, stumbles through the steaming cloud of disinfectant / desiccant just in time for
Kind of
everyone
enjoyed that.
to leave.
Part.
Do you have to summon James to the board?
No,
I mean,
I'm not in. I'm trying to fix something on the
Is
computer.
Tailfire still
Stuff.
wigging out?
It's not Tailsfire. It's the machine I've got.
Ah,
okay. So we
It
get
just
back.
does not want me to run Tailsfire.
Talia gives one sort of sidelong glance at some chick down near the stage, shakes her head a little bit, and then heads out the door.
Bye, Petra. I love you.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Well,
Petra. I love you too.
bastard. Get on out of here.
Yeah, Petra. Now that Gunny's gone, I guess you have to be my favorite.
You have to
Atticus,
be.
It's a shallow bench of attractive male bouncers.
Atticus like looks at him as if he's expecting him to say the same thing, and he's like, "Okay, bye. See you later, Petra."
Catch you on the flip side, Toombs. You walk upstairs, are immediately again drenched by blood rain, and Delamain turns and says, "Hello, I'm Delamain. Please enter the vehicle, fasten your seatbelts, and state your destination."
Atticus.
Yeah, I guess we would need to
So-
look that up on the chip or contact the person whose
Yep,
data is on the chip.
So he is expecting you. Rex has called ahead. The client lives in a very exclusive Conapt structure in the Upper Marina, and I do need to know from all of you, what are you wearing and what are you carrying? Keep in mind, home is also on the way if you feel the need to drop anything off, do any shopping, or change. But the clock is ticking.
Would a weapon be an issue?
Probably.
Okay, then I wouldn't bring my
Unless you
shotgun
could- yeah.
or my pistol. I probably wouldn't bring either. I'm wearing leisure wear, but it's all really relatively nice.
Okay.
It's like kind of hip,
Yeah.
corpo, popular. So I'd probably fit in okay up there.
Okay.
Talia will ditch the medium armor jack, and will go dressed in her urban flash outfit, very
Nice.
chic. She will ask Delamain on the way over if he is capable of safely and securely storing weapons in between destinations.
The head of the like little Delamain bot turns around fully as though scanning his surroundings, and you realize that nah, you're just sitting in a cab with a robot driver. He says, "I'm afraid that is for executive level members."
Of course. Well, I guess I can drop some of these off. I guess I'm still very capable of punching a dude. So yeah. I can look nice on a night. Go out in this town unarmed. Fuck.
They sell guns in vending machines. You can.
Having a gun on you wouldn't be that taboo.
Also, guns are concealable. So
Yeah, I'll take the heavy pistol.
Yeah, there
with
you
me.
go.
Yeah, I'll probably just keep my heavy pistol, conceal that.
awesome.
Also, wearing Urban Flash. So that's the only clothing I own.
Love it.
If that's acceptable. Yeah. I think I'm set.
Cool. And JoJo.
I don't think that I don't think it's changed. I think I've established like he has like club gear on sometimes, but I think
All
just
right.
wearing like normal street clothes.
Standard. You get
Yeah,
chic and leisure wear.
probably generic chic and
Cool.
leisure wear. Maybe like some like a long flowy I don't know what it's called, but like a African style like a jacket. So it's like really like loose,
Oh, dig it.
but like down to the legs, and then that's probably where I'm trying to conceal like the assault rifle.
Unfortunately, an assault rifle is not concealable.
Can I fold the stock?
Not this model, unfortunately.
Oh, he needs like a laptop gun from Perfect Dark.
Okay, well then it's in a case in the car.
Cool. Yeah, you are welcome
But I
to
have
bring
like
stuff with.
my med case, my
Oh yeah,
my
yeah.
med tech case.
Awesome.
Med tech tools.
After a brief stop off at the apartment, Delamain waiting patiently for you out in the street, he drives you to this Connaught, and as you get out of the car and step out into the street, A, it has stopped raining between then and now, so yay. But B, this place just reeks of money. It was built out of some reconstructed law offices from before the war. It's got wrought iron railings and one of those like open glass elevators, like a 1900s hotel. And as you step into the tiled and wood paneled lobby, two solos watch you closely. And one of them says, "Can I help you?"
Wait, hang on. Sorry, did we get the name of the person that we're supposed to be meeting here? Was that in the data chip?
Yes. Yeah. His name is Kodai Khan.
Kodai Khan.
I didn't know that you were an executive member of Delamain. He just let you keep guns in there? It's crazy.
I mean, you're welcome to leave things in the car. Whether they will remain secure or not is a completely different matter.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, when we get questioned by the solos, yeah. Hey, how you doing? Here to see Kodai. Got a meeting.
You don't say. Give me a persuasion.
Dooby. This is so long.
There's no assist mechanic in Cyberpunk, is there?
There is, in fact, the assist mechanic is a complementary skill check. So if you say want to try and charm one of the guards or use local expert to say like just chat him up kind of thing, if you can make a case for another skill, you can roll that and give him +1 to his roll.
Okay. And if I roll poorly, will I interfere with his roll?
Not rules as written, but that's a great idea.
I'm glad I mentioned it. Let me look at what I've got here.
Yeah, take a look.
Yeah, maybe
Acting,
I'm not the
bribery.
kind of person that would do a complimentary skill roll, as it turns out. But hey, if somebody else has some skills in that, it turns out I might not be very good.
Like if it's not karate,
Bribery.
well, my persuasion's pretty
Yeah.
good, so let's see
Sweet.
how
Okay.
we'll see how this goes. Oh man, do I want to spend some? Maybe I'll spend a couple of luck, bump it up by 2. All right. 18.
Awesome. He sort of looks you up and down, and then looks at his partner and sort of shrugs. It's like, all right. And you are able to walk up to the lift. You have a little punch code, and as you punch in the code that Rex gave you, a voice sounds from the speaker on the lift. Sounds late 20s, early 30s, and says, "Are you the men Mr. Royale sent? I'll unlock the elevator. You can come up." And you hear ka-chunk, and the lift opens.
Yep, that is us.
You are treated on your ride up to a breathtaking view of the harbor as the glass elevator rises 5 floors, and as you approach apartment 554, I get to summon you to this board, and then I get to place your tokens.
Must be nice having a house that isn't just like a bathroom.
That's studio apartment living, baby.
As you approach apartment number 554, we get a shot of the doorway, and where the peephole would be is a small fisheye camera. And it flicks between each of your faces briefly, and then buzzes, and the door opens, and you see the client, Kodai Khan. Khan. He is in his early 30s, at 5'10. He's got tasteful EMP threading and manicured tech hair that currently throbs a deep, deep shade of navy blue. He's dressed in rumpled linen pants and a blue silk button down, both subtle statements of extravagant wealth, if in fact they're real. And he says, please come in. I'm glad you came so quickly. Mr. Royale said you were just the crew to help, and I really need it. This is something I can't even involve Ziggurat in. It's too personal. He leads you down the hallway into the living room.
Nice gong.
Also,
Hello there, yeah.
you can't
Nice
just
place you got here,
compliment
Lara.
somebody's gong.
Cool
Well, I did
shit
it all the time
over
in
the
King
place.
Tao. Those guys put a
Please,
gong in every goddamn room. It's crazy.
come in, sit down. The apartment has an open view of the New Harbor Canal, and you can even see across to where scaffolding on the Watson Mega Building is going up. And Kodai sits down shakily on what you could swear is a real leather sofa, if you had in fact ever seen one. And he gestures for the crew to sit, and he takes a deep breath and starts to spill his guts unless any of you have something to say first.
Is there room for all of us on the couch?
I'll stand.
3 on the couch and 1 on the other chair.
I'm on the couch.
Did we recover our hit points?
Oh,
Yeah.
everybody healed over the course
Okay,
of.
cool.
I meant to say, like, I had done the quick stim fix for Talia's spinal injury, but I think, is there a different role for, like, I was looking at trauma team, like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago at the trauma team docs. And
Fortunately, she didn't have a spinal injury. She had a foreign object injury.
Oh, got
It was
it.
that the
Okay.
slug was stuck, and
someone
that
removed
is-
it.
Yep, that is just quick fixable.
Yeah,
Okay,
someone
cool.
did a quick fix and succeeded and
Yeah,
removed
that was
it.
me. All right,
Yeah, it was you.
just double checking.
Hell yeah.
I'm eating my bag of banana chips.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
Let's see how perceptive I am.
I think the only thing that Talia says or mentions is like, "Damn, if this isn't the second nicest apartment I have ever seen."
I know my place is pretty great, isn't it?
Very funny, Vex. Yes,
I got a 19.
your place is very homey, very welcoming. Everybody, you do know how to throw a party.
I got a
Guy, like,
15.
hired
Awesome.
the clone of Steven Seagal's interior designer.
With a 15, Vex, you notice in addition to the security camera in the doorway, there is also a security camera in the ceiling that faces the entryway in the living room. And with a 19, JoJo notices that Cody keeps an honest-to-God paper calendar on his wall. And just from glancing at it, you can see dinner at LLB marked 2 days prior and meet with investigators penned into today's date.
Okay, what kind of a pen? Like marker?
Blue ink.
Like rollerball?
Ballpoint.
Ballpoint, perfect.
Sparkle gel.
That's
When
tough.
we find
Yeah.
the
Except you gotta
victim
hold-
murdered
you gotta
with
hold the
blue
back of
ink,
the
we'll
pen
know
up.
who did it.
No, you gotta hold the
Yeah.
back of the pen up when you write on a wall calendar, unless he takes it down.
By
an
the way, since
astronaut pen.
that just reminded me, just in case it ever comes up, I have a bug detector in my head.
Hell yeah.
So if I'm ever within like
There's
6
no roaches
feet
here.
of a listening device, I get a little beep.
If someone tries
To
to
let me
put a
know.
listening
That
device
is
in your head,
awesome and
head goes
really
off.
good to know. Pardon me while I put that in my character notes. Rad as hell. You also, just in walking down the hallway, catch a glimpse of the like master bedroom and office and whatnot. But as Kodai sits you down, he's obviously very shaky, very nervous, very anxious. And he says, "Someone has kidnapped my fiancée Alicia. I don't know why. I don't know who. We were out to dinner night before last, and I stepped away to the bathroom, and when I came back, she was gone. At first, I thought it might be a corporate extraction, but there's no way her company would nab her like that. She's in customer support. So then I thought it must be personal. For the life of me, I can't think who would hate me like this. I'm not that important to Ziggurat. I do system design, nothing that isn't done by anyone else in my division. But maybe they thought they could get something out of me. I don't know. Honestly, I would pay anything the kidnappers want, but they haven't even made demands yet. I was terrified I'd be too late. But then I got this on my work agent this morning. And he takes out his agent from his pocket, sets it on the table in front of all of you, and a message plays. Cody? Cody, it's me. I'm so scared. I don't know who these people are or what they want, but they grabbed me from the restaurant and threw a bag over my head, and I don't know where I am. Please, I need your help. Just send somebody. Anyway, please come and rescue me. Oh God, one of them's coming. Please find me. Please find me. And it cuts off. Her message is abruptly silenced by a rough voice that just says, "Shut up, you mouthy cunt." And the line goes dead.
I like to think an ad cuts in the middle.
Mom and Pop for all your shopping.
This kidnapping brought to you by
You got all
Mom
this
and
money you didn't pay for messaging premium?
Pop.
Cody shudders, and he says, "I'm obviously I'm happy to answer any questions you have, but I don't know how much time she has left, and I need to find her."
I got a question. How long you known her?
Allie? Oh my goodness, we go back probably some 20 years.
Yeah. And do you know what her parents do?
Do I know what her parents do? Yes, he does. Your GM doesn't, but he does.
Okay. And it's not something that would have gotten her in trouble and to create leverage against them instead of him.
No. No,
Okay.
he says they are in essence they're plastisoy farmers. Actually, they're in the Midwest, managing a small plastisoy operation that supplies, funnily enough, both
And she
the
works
soy
in
milk.
customer support for Ziggurat?
No, she works in customer support for a different company called. Well, I mean, you could ask him; he could explain. It's called Four Over Technologies, and it's literally just a customer service and database management place.
Yeah,
Ah.
but so like we're not getting the impression that she is like a rich girl.
No.
Being
No,
grabbed
she
for a
she is
ransom.
probably experiencing kind of a Cinderella story with this guy.
Okay.
No,
She's
her
about,
parents.
she's about to experience a Patty Hearst.
Let's see. Do you know Mr. Khan? Can I call you Cody?
Please,
Did she go to this restaurant with anyone?
with me. Yes, we were out on a date. We're getting married this fall, and we figured we would go over some of the logistics of the wedding. And like I said, I stepped away to the bathroom, and I came back, and she was just gone.
What did the people in the like your server or the host or anybody who was also in the restaurant?
I-
What do they say?
I mean, it was a quiet night, but I asked a busboy, and he said he hadn't seen anything like a kidnapping, and hadn't seen Allie leave the restaurant. Maybe the restaurant is in on it, or at least they're covering their asses.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe. Could be a profitable side hustle.
well, that does give me an idea.
So you didn't notice anyone following you? Anything
No.
suspicious?
As soon as I saw she was missing, I asked the staff, and they said they hadn't seen her. And I ran outside and checked the street, and I mean, then I started to panic. I thought maybe she had run home, and so I came here, and she wasn't here, and I figured I would, like when you get separated at the amusement park, you stay in one place, and so I just stayed here, and then I got the call, and then I knew I had to do something, and now,
What's an
and he sort of
amusement park?
breaks down in tears.
What's an
Yeah,
amusement
probably
park?
nobody here has been to an amusement park.
You kidding me? There's an amusement park being constructed down in Pacifica right now.
Who goes there?
I mean,
Um,
right now, probably wealthy people.
Who is it for?
Wealthy people.
Wealthy people,
Why?
It's for amusement.
Wealthy people.
because they like to have fun.
Because the fun for poor people is the stuff that would be very expensive to us nowadays. Like VR headsets are probably like cheap and stuff, but then like rich people do real things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Brandon.
for real versus virtual experiences.
Yeah.
Well, you called the right people. We can go over there and start asking some questions.
What did you get for dinner?
I got the filet mignon, and she got the chicken cordon bleu. It's their specialty.
Did you
I like
eat any?
Cordon Bleu.
Or did she leave before the food arrived?
No, it was before the food arrived.
Did you eat it after she left? Or was removed? Or was
Did
eaten?
your girlfriend disappear and then you sat there and ate your dinner before looking for her?
Was it good? Was it delicious?
What,
Would you go
box
back?
Did you box hers up to go and then
Do you
bring
still
with you?
have it?
What we're getting at
Can
is
I
we're
check
kind
your
of
fridge right now?
Yeah, we didn't eat before we came over. We would love it.
I had 2 whiskeys and I need to take off the buzz a little.
Gotta get something to catch.
You said
that.
cordon bleu, right?
No,
You
I
can
didn't
keep the chicken. I
box
just
up
want the ham in the middle.
Oh, do they do like the foil swan?
No, it's the
Oh,
future,
shit.
so it's like a boar.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, he says, "No." As soon as I noticed she was gone, I left, and of course, being holed up here and just waiting for news, I started to do some of my own research, and I all I found was that there's something called the High Society Heist Club. They've been stealing from wealthy people all over town, and they might have hit our restaurant, but I hear they just take jewelry and things. There's no other way they would
Heist
take a
Society
person.
High Club?
High
you-
Society Heist Club.
Yeah, Jojo, your audio implant's acting up again.
It's all that
That was just a bunch of
assault
people.
rifle firing.
Yeah. Just like a little bit of blood dripping.
Tell me, did this place have a maitre d or perhaps a sommelier?
Oh, absolutely. Maurice is known the whole town over. Although, and he realizes that he's talking to people who have never heard of this restaurant, let alone Maurice.
Blank faces.
Yeah, I've never met anyone named Maurice.
Yes, they do have a maitre d who oversees all operations.
Oh, well, that's the guy we need to point a gun at. Thank you.
I
I feel like
I-
it
I
gets
mu- I
pretty
must-
simple from here.
I must warn you, this is a very fine establishment, and the likelihood of you drawing a gun in this restaurant and walking out alive or out of handcuffs is very small.
Oh, sir,
Oh,
you
don't worry. She's speaking
mistake us for amateurs.
metaphorically.
No, the maitre d goes home, and at home, he ain't got no friends. I'm saying.
There's like a kind of devious glint in Cody's eye, and he's like, "That might just work. Anything." When I said I meant anything to get her back.
Anything, huh? Where do you buy all this cool samurai shit?
It
Gesturing
belong-
to like it's the
cool
statues and
samurai
armor
shit,
sets
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, I like
They
it. It's
are-
pretty neat.
They're family heirlooms, and thank you. I too like your style.
Yeah, well, thanks. I've been working pretty hard to put something together that looks unique. Anyway,
Can I ask a basic question?
Of course.
Just to reiterate, because I'm sort of taking notes. The person that's missing, how are they related to him again?
Fiancé.
She is his fiance.
Okay. Does she have an agent?
No.
Okay. And then the other
yeah,
question.
presumably no. Yeah,
His-
agent
hi-
or phone or something.
His
that could be
explanation
used to
is
track
that
her.
they were always together anyways, so
Okay. The other question was, does she wear like perfume or something?
oh. Uh well, what a great question.
Lavender
Yes.
and gooseberry, perhaps?
Yeah.
Or
Of
lilac,
course she does.
lilac and gooseberries.
Of course she does. What kind of question is that? This is Night City. Everyone
What's her
has
s- what's her
dispensers
scent,
built
bro?
right in.
What's her signature scent?
Ashen
Juniper-
beard,
Go
lilac and
for
gooseberries.
Midnight Mystery or
Juniper and nightshade.
Like a potato?
Like a
No,
potato, but
potato's
also
part of the
like an exotic
family.
flower. Enough! Enough! Is there anything else you need from me? Otherwise, get out of my home and find my fiance. I will pay each of you handsomely to bring her back to me.
What's her name?
Alicia.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah, you already
fiance.
told us that.
He also in the process of this conversation, I think I have this handy. Yeah, there we go. Let me just.
I'm sorry. It was
Yeah.
nightshade. What nightshade? Juniper and nightshade.
Juniper
and
and
Nightshade.
Nightshade, which are the
She's
two
Irish.
things that I could come up with.
Mr. Kodai, before I hop back in the Delamain, is there a bathroom in this place?
Oh,
I
yes, just
I need to pee before we get back in the car. I mean, we've been
No
driving
public
all over
restroom.
Night City for the last several hours, so
just down the hallway, second door on your right.
I think you have to
Down
buy
and
something
this
first.
second door
is Alicia Tiang.
on my right.
And
Okay.
Don't worry, friend. We will find her and bring her home safe.
I certainly, I don't know what I do without her. You have to. You understand me? You have to bring her back.
I will do everything in my power.
And that's Kodakan.
Oh, he looks like a douchebag.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. The rumpled linen pants and the silk shirt didn't clue in.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, outside of the cybernetic enhancements, I have worn that look. So
I mean-
I can't say shit.
That looks like some of the art generated for your birthday 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
And now I'm back. Oh, sorry. Yes, you can open that door. Damn it! I wish I could just give that permission, but
yeah, it'd be nice, right?
I like that he's got a watch in this like future age of fucking.
She will start running the sink full blast and then quickly search every cabinet for anything that looks like it does not belong to him.
incredible. Okay. Give me a. Hang on, I gotta find the. I mean,
I'll be right
let's.
back. I'm gonna restart my computer. I'll join you guys in just a minute.
Okay.
I pound
Actually,
on
I
the
could
door. Is
probably do it
everything
on my
okay in there? I hear a lot of water.
I'll be right out.
Pooping.
Just freshen it up, you know?
Gross.
I hope you're not using the toilet. That toilet's broken.
I mean,
It is now.
let's just do a straight perception check to start. And I'm sorry, you're looking specifically for.
Things that look like they would belong to her
Okay.
versus him.
Awesome. Oh, I mean, you don't. At that point, you don't really even need to roll. There are things that belong to her: toothbrushes, shampoo, makeup, feminine hygiene products. Like it's all there.
Prescription drugs?
No, none to be seen.
Perfume?
Nope. Roll me a perception check.
Okay, perception. Here we go. 12.
No, it all just looks like stuff that your fiance would keep in the guest bathroom. That
Yeah, I was gonna say probably have better luck in the master bathroom instead
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
because that one looks a lot fancier. This guy's apartment is sweet.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fun
yes,
fact:
yes,
you're
you
not
can
supposed to
open that
keep your
door.
medication in your bathroom. Oddly enough.
She it's look, guys, it's the kind of bathroom that he poops in. All I'm
That's
saying.
exactly it.
I thought they were rich enough that they don't need to poop anymore.
You think you think colostomy bags just grow on trees?
No, they get
Damn.
those special
No.
organs that use everything.
Yeah, it just dissipates and then makes the smell of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, it comes out this mist.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Kodai.
I hope you have
silhouette.
better
We'll be in
bowel
touch.
movements.
While talking about this.
I please tell me of any developments. And wait here. And he hands you his work agent. His work agent has the photo of Alicia on it, and it also has a contact info for basically like the apartment.
I'm sorry. He's handing me a physical device.
He is handing you
Yeah.
a physical device.
His phone, basically.
I mean, you could transfer it like a regular. You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you, Mr. Kodai.
As you are leaving, like before he closes the door, the agent starts to ring.
Atticus, you take this.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you just hold on to this. Actually, I thought I wanted it, and then it rang, and now I don't.
It's gotta have a really embarrassing ringtone.
Yeah, Atticus.
It's Shakira. These hips don't lie.
Atticus, you gonna get
Man
that?
cat.
Yeah. He picks it up. Hello.
Cody,
What
is this
can
you?
I do for you?
I was able to get away. Cody, is this? Who is this?
No, it's not. Cody's not here. Wrong number.
Cody, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Please, whoever this is, please come and
Hey,
find me. And it cuts off.
Look, I don't
Oh,
want
okay.
solar panels. Thank you.
No, this is Patrick.
I mean,
All right. Well,
does anybody
good
know how to
news.
like trace these things? Anybody got?
Star 69.
Yeah, just
know
call
how
him
to-
back.
Beep boop.
Wait, Atticus.
Briggs was
do
our
you
tech
know
guy.
anybody who can? Do you know anybody who can ping a number like that?
Gina.
Wait, Gina can run?
I have no idea. That's
It-
the only
it
person I
cannot
can think
run.
of.
Sadly,
I mean,
Because of her missing arm?
I mean,
yeah, she's lighter. She could run faster.
Danger Gal has access to runners, but I can't just independently pull one. Atticus, do you know any runners?
Would I?
you would, but I can almost guarantee that nobody you know would be willing to interfere, or rather, would be willing to crack a ziggurat business agent.
Ah, the stakes.
Yep. If,
Oh.
if this were somebody's rando agent, sure. This is, you know how I don't know if you know, but like I worked for a bank for years, and I had to install specific software onto my phone that made it more secure, but also made like everything I do under scrutiny. And like, yeah, this is a company device that he has willy-nilly handed to you because it's got I mean, honestly, because his fiance is contacting it and he wants you guys to be able to reference her photo and I guess receive these panicked phone calls if she keeps making them.
Got it.
That's just her
What
like
about-
voicemail message.
Someone at another corp, maybe. They'd get the added advantage of getting ziggurat info, and they could give us what we want.
Are you truly thinking about going to WorldSat?
I was going to go to Kang Tao, but
I see.
Well,
I
first,
think that. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
first it sounds like, I mean, first order of business is this fucking maitre d'.
you think he's
What
a
do you
net
say?
runner?
No, I don't think he's a fucking net runner, but I think he's
Oh.
in on it.
Yeah.
If anybody is, it's always the fucking maitre d'. Well, I mean, it's not always the maitre d'. Sometimes
I always
it's the
thought it was
cook.
the sommelier.
Well, it's okay. It's either in order the maitre d', next up sommelier, next up head chef. Okay, I mean,
Where's
if
the
it's not the
busboy
owner.
fit in this?
Oh, come on, man.
Would any of you, and I'm thinking Talia most likely, but do any background looking up of this restaurant or its personnel, its history, any of that?
I could look, on my agent to, essentially what constitutes the very. I made this joke today, like the prodigy level internet that exists.
Oh, nice reference.
Yeah. If anybody remembers Prodigy.
Yeah, it's the CityNet and the data pool.
Yeah. Which
Uh,
was the internet when I was 4, I think.
I
3 or
got it
4.
on
We had
Kazaa.
AOL. We had AOL and
But how
dial-up
old
for
were
the
you
internet.
when you got AOL? 'Cause
Uh,
for me, AOL didn't exist and didn't come out until I was like 8.
5
yeah,
or
I was gonna
6,
say I
I
was probably
think.
8.
Yeah, but
I was
like
pretty
before that,
young.
like there was like we could have email, and there was a few other like net-based things you could do, but it was all through this thing called Prodigy.
Oh,
I'm glad Nathan got it.
Oh my god.
we had dial-up, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only. Yeah. Anyways, gets on the Prodigy, and I assume that it has like a business page, like
Yeah, so this is an opportunity. Part of the reason that I wanted to run this this Scream Sheet is because it offers a chance to use some of those other skills. So if anyone wants to do a library search or streetwise, or if any of you have Upper Marina as a local expert, feel free and just tell me sort of what you're looking for or how you're looking.
I'm going to use athletics. I'm going to run around the town really fast.
Watch how fast I am! Time me! Time me!
What'd you learn? I that place is big.
Is there any way that we could analyze the call with
I
background
think.
noise?
Oh,
No, I think the conclusion was that that's probably not doable without a net runner, and we're not going to find
Okay.
somebody who's going to actually
What about
do that for us.
Briggs? We could take it to Militech.
It sounds like we actually need to do some good old fashioned detective work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a thread we could follow if we come up empty. But I think maybe the first thing
if we
is
come up
let's go check out the
completely
restaurant,
empty-handed,
right?
we can get somebody smarter to figure it out. But I think we probably just have to go talk to some people and look around.
I've seen enough Always Sunny to know how this works.
Charlotte Day image.
Oh, fucking, they shushed me.
So I
Stealing
don't.
cats from the wrong apartment.
The only way to get a cat
I'm
out of the wall is to have a second cat in the wall.
I'm pretty sure that as far as local experts, I think mine is going to be out parts of the city outside of the city,
Okay.
more inside.
Does anybody have Upper Marina as a local expert?
No, mine's Little China.
Yep. Okay.
Nope.
Then it's library search or streetwise. If anyone wants to try and dig a little bit deeper on this
Let's
place.
see here.
I have a pretty good library score. I think that's my
Library's a
streetwise.
9, and
Actually, they're both pretty good. I would.
Streetwise is a
I would probably
7.
use
Wow, I'm
Streetwise.
not very good at either of those.
So you said streetwise or library use?
Mhm.
Library search, yeah.
Oof, yeah. No, I don't have any bonuses. I mean, at least I have a +7.
You're an investigator.
No, don't. Okay.
Well, she's not very good.
Let's remember that 1, I am a lawman.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
You're the
Which
one who points the gun.
Yes, I'm more of a bodyguard than I am a private detective, private investigator. That can change over time, but I need more of that sweet, sweet IP, baby.
You're earning it.
Let's see. So yeah, I think I would do Streetwise.
Rad.
And maybe I can bolster that with a roll of handgun.
You put a gun to Atticus's head, and you're like, think.
Handgun?
Your ADD is acting up. You need a deadline. This is your deadline.
No motivation, last minute panic.
Yep.
Yes, Atticus, take +1 to your roll.
All right, we got some bad news.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So I got a total of 10, and then +1 is 11.
You find out that there's a really delicious restaurant called Laloon Blue. That its menu is very expensive. It's like probably 250 eds a plate. And that's about it. You find one of their snooty advertisements that says, "If you haven't heard, you don't deserve to."
I hate these
We're,
assholes.
looking all over for clues for this place, and it's like plastered all up and down the block, and then we just look and it's like, oh hey, look at that. Well, I
Anybody else
suppose we
doing
should
any
just go.
background research?
I bet they just get all their food from P-Pack and they just microwave it like every other place.
Yeah, right. It seems like it would be good to know maybe who runs the place.
I mean, you heard Maurice is the guy to
Right.
the guy to know.
Crazy Maurice.
I mean, you're raving.
But like such a good edit. But like, who is that? You know, are they like some kind of mob guy? Probably, if they own a fancy restaurant.
Haven't seen that video. It is one of the funniest fucking videos on YouTube.
I have not, and I'm going to watch it
That's so funny.
on our next break.
So I mean, I say we lure Maurice somewhere outside of the restaurant. Could be right outside the restaurant, and fucking nab him, put him in the Delamain, and have Delamain drive us around. We'll beat the shit out of Maurice until he says something. I mean, this is not fucking rocket science. People hate getting hit in the face.
That does sound pretty appealing. That's why I like working with you.
I mean, sometimes things are complicated, and maybe Maurice is a complicated individual. In which case, he probably doesn't want to get hit in the face.
Is the crew aligned in this this plan?
Maybe
I mean,
don't
we don't know
threaten
how we're going to
first.
lure Maurice out, but we can scope the restaurant and figure out how we want to go about this. I mean,
Yeah.
Surely one of us can be. God, I wish I was better at social situations.
I mean, I'm
Are
okay
any
I
of
at
you
it.
mean, you
allergic
can
to
still
shellfish?
roll. There's no consequence for like
We can help.
failing a roll.
I can put one of you into a temporary anaphylactic shock.
Excuse me, there were
Tempting.
drugs in my soup. I mean, I have a plus 11 to persuasion, so I'm not terrible at it.
Okay. So we are going to have Delamain then drop you guys off, barring any other background or prep you guys want to do. We will have Delamain drop you off at La Lune Bleue, and then we will take 5 for a bio break.
Oh
Sounds
shit!
good.
Okay. I'm gonna think about this in the meantime, though. All right.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. Quote of the game so far: "It ain't rocket science. People don't like getting hit in the face." Oh, let's see. Where are you, Delamain?
Right.
That's right. The prostitution in this universe is kind of like um that Apple TV
Dollhouse?
show.
Oh,
Severance.
Severance? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's
you
like,
have,
oh yeah, let me just turn on my like I'm gonna have sex with you brain, and
let me
then
turn on my sex doll brain. Yeah.
yeah. And then I'll wake up 8 hours later paid.
Hopefully.
And hopefully not in a pit dead.
Yep.
I haven't seen Severance. I just know that it's weird.
The first season is so good. The second season is also so good, but completely different.
Interesting. I think they're doing one more season.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Like they're doing like a one more finale season to like end it.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, it is on my list of stuff to watch.
It's like many things where I don't want to watch it until I know it's done. Because one, I hate waiting.
Yeah.
And two, it's like I never watched Lost, and I kind of had the same mentality. And then it got to the end, everyone's like, "Don't watch it; it sucks because the ending." I went, "Okay, good. I
That last
won't waste my
season
time."
was so... Well, and there's so much of Lost. Like
Yeah,
I started rewatching it like last year and just
like 8
got halfway
seasons.
through season 1, and they're 24 episodes a season.
Damn.
And it's like, do I really want to devote 8 days of my waking life to this?
Well,
Like,
you
it's
can get into
good, but
One
it's not
Piece.
that good.
There's over 1,000 episodes of One Piece.
Good lord.
It's been running. They haven't missed a weekly release for an episode in Japan since it started, and it started when I was like in high school. So it's been doing over 20 years.
That's incredible.
It's like fucking
This
nuts.
is like their version of South Park.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's coming to an end. They said that the final episode will air sometime in October 2026. And it's really funny to see the art style like change because like when it first started, it looks like a shitty Flash cartoon, and then like it now looks like fucking art.
A well-loved now show. A show that when I first saw it was like, no. It looked way too like out there and like every character was just a huge exaggeration. And I at that time like that was not a style of anime that I really wanted to watch at all.
I loved it. I thought it was better than Naruto.
I mean,
They
yes,
came out at the same time.
but I also did not like Naruto that much.
Oh, I like Naruto, and then they got past the first little arc, and then I like went, oh, this sucks.
Turns out, even anime can jump the shark.
Yeah. Well, because like the premise of the show is really good in Naruto. It's like, okay, it's about this ninja that fucking sucks. And he has to try his hardest to get better. And then it's like, oh no, he's got a MacGuffin. And you're like, oh, well, that sucks.
Yep.
It would have been so much more interesting if it was about a guy that had to work really hard to become good. And
Like you guys.
yeah, like that's the same problem with like Dragon Ball. It's like Goku's like, well, I train really hard. And it's like, well, you're also got magical gift of being a Saiyan. And it's like, okay, well, that makes it way less impactful.
You know
James,
how
you back with
many
us?
hours a week the Flash puts in on the treadmill?
Yeah, I'm with you in voice alone.
Okay. Computer just screwing the pooch.
Is this
No, it's
the
just a
shop computer?
persistent issue.
Ugh. So it's evening now. Same day. Delamain drops you off in front of La Lune Blue, and you see in front of you what you see here, a giant iron and glass structure that is almost entirely transparent and radiates with a ghostly blue light. Inside, you can see that most of the walls and fixtures are porcelain white, and it's got a large staircase leading up to the front.
I mean, just so you can eat something?
I know, prepacks are so convenient.
I mean,
I'm like eating fish.
like you can see a nuclear pothole from here. I think. I don't know where I am.
Yeah, you're in
You
Upper
said-
Marina. It's not quite with a line of sight to the hot zone. It's probably closer to the bay side or the harbor side.
Oh, I mean, maybe from the upper level you could see a pothole. But hey,
I meant to ask on the way here, Kodai,
Mm-hmm.
right? The agent he gave me, that's his like work agent.
That's his work agent. Yep.
Can I like go through that and just copy like all the data off of it?
Sure.
I don't know
I
like
mean,
what would be on there, but it just seems like that might be useful
you can go
information to have.
through. I mean, it's not like you can download the contents of the phone, but you could get contacts on there. You could probably find a calendar if you wanted to dig deep. But yeah, if you want to roll me a electronic
see
security
like
check.
you just like flip through like recent conversations, like see who he's been talking to, just all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, give me electronics security.
Electronics and security. 9.
No, in fact, you try and log in to the phone, and it does like you fail the face scan enough times that it locks itself, and now the only thing on the screen is a photo of Alicia.
Dang it. Oh, hey, look, that's the person we're looking for, I think.
What, Atticus, are you so ugly the phone locked? I don't understand.
Never mind, let's just go to the restaurant.
Is joke. Okay. So Maurice, man, me, lady,
Me, fee man.
Are you making fun
me.
of me?
What? I haven't even talked. You're look. I don't. In this instance, Vex, you are second string. If Vex is not a um interested in what I can provide, perhaps he might be interested in what you can provide. And I say, I go in, I ask to be seated at the bar, right? I mean, how much could a cocktail cost at this place? Like 6 eddies? Come on.
Probably like
Remind me what you're wearing.
85. Or what
I'm
are
an
you?
all urban flash. What's it called?
Yeah.
Urban. Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're,
Urban
you're an
Flash.
urban flash.
where's my clothing? Urban Flash. Everything is Urban Flash. Bottoms, footwear, jewelry, tops. Yeah.
You walk into the restaurant, and an impeccably dressed man is behind the host counter, and he says, "Hello, thank you for visiting La Lune Bleue, a little slice of Paris in the heart of Night City and home to the finest culinary delights." And he trails off as he looks at you. He says, "Ah, it seems the Red Cross station is closed for the night. Might I suggest the old gazebo for a change in culinary pace?"
No,
Go on.
I'm actually supposed to be meeting someone here.
That is a good joke.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, I get what you're trying to say, but she won't think it's much of a joke.
Roll me a persuasion.
I was gonna name drop, but
Oh shit.
yeah, I was gonna name drop
Who are you gonna name drop?
Michiko.
Oh shit. Okay. Tell me how you do it and take a +1.
Uh, I just say I'm here to meet Michiko, and I just tap the cat ears. Like, there's no way this guy has not seen some promotion about Danger Gal. They have a
Of course.
fucking television show.
Yep.
I'm not in it, but like, it's like part of the pop culture zeitgeist at the moment.
All right, give me that persuasion.
Okay, I'm going to spend all of my luck on this.
Sick.
Okay, stats. Okay, so this is going to be 6 luck. Okay, persuasion. Where are you? Persuasion. Okay. Wow. Okay. 17 plus 6 for a 23. So I got 17 on the total
Yep.
roll, plus 6 from the
Plus
luck spend.
a 23. He sighs. He says,
Look, all I want to do is sit at the bar, and you can put me at the back corner for all I care.
please, as far from the front door as you will. But yes, you are fine
Oh, and you
to.
must be Maurice. She has a little bit of a crush on you, I must say. She's mentioned you before in conversation, said I might run into you.
Roll me conversation.
Oh my god, not another, another roll I suck at.
No, I just want to see how well you deliver that line. That's all.
Okay, let's see here. Conversation. Like,
There's not a consequence for failing this. I'm just curious how on Talia
okay.
is tonight.
Not bad for Talia. It's a 14. So 8 on the die, plus 4 empathy, plus 2 conversation, which is not bad for how bad
No.
it could have been.
He narrows his eyes at you, but you see just the tiniest smirk tug at the corner of his mouth, and he says, "Go on, off with you."
So anywhere, like right up here in front?
Just you. your friends may wait outside.
Um, I will be in touch. It's been real. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Perhaps we can meet for a nightcap later.
Yeah, right. Maybe see if you can get some breadsticks to go or something.
I will do my best. Vex, darling, um, I'll let you try your hand if you really want to.
Hello, welcome to the Lune Bleu, a little slice of Paris in Night City, home of the finest cuisine. How may I help you? Are you lost, monsieur?
No, I was looking for a wonderful place to catch a drink.
I am afraid there is something of a dress code at La Lune Bleue. And he sort of gestures around, and you see that everyone in the restaurant is either wearing business wear or high fashion, or what you would consider those two things.
Yeah, it's probably like a hair above what mine is. Mine's like the
Yep.
the kid high fashion, you know, like
That's
the
exactly
young.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
I do appreciate what you are, shall we say, trying for, but not tonight, I am afraid.
Oh, that's a real shame. Where would you recommend I could fetch a wonderful drink around here then? Yeah, I would love to pick your brain about what you think delicious beverage and food outside of your establishment might be.
There is nothing that compares, but pour vous.
Where would you go after, let's say, a long shift here?
Why would I ever leave? But
Oh,
for
ever.
you, le McDonald, I think is just your speed.
You son
Go.
of a bitch.
Out.
I'm gonna knock his block off.
Yeah, you want to call in a bomb threat to something?
Yeah.
Okay. He like pulls out his agent as if to do it.
No, you use the other guy's agent.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, mine's
You're
internal.
locked out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it, I
I'm gonna write "We Are Legends" out front in gasoline and light it.
All right, we got kicked out for being riffraff.
Oh, punk ass. They don't understand the fashion.
Cut to Talia at the bar. What are you doing? Aside from getting a lot of side eye from all of the very finely dressed people in this restaurant.
I think, she parks herself in an relatively inconspicuous corner, orders the cheapest drink off of the bar menu for whatever that would cost.
$280.
That's
I mean, a meal is between 250 and 500 eds. I would say for a cocktail, you are at least paying 30.
okay. I will clear 30 off of my eds, and she will nurse it for a bit before placing a bar napkin on the side of it and excusing herself to the restroom. She's also sort of looking at Maurice. She's watching people come and go
Mhm.
and trying to judge, like, if he makes any rounds, if he leaves the desk, does he check in with people? Like, how central of a figure is he inside of the restaurant hierarchy? You know, like, if you've worked front of house and you
Mhm.
sit in a restaurant, you can be there for about 5 minutes and know who the most experienced person is.
He is absolutely that person. You don't even need to roll for it. There is almost a reverence from both staff and clientele. He's not the owner, but he might as well be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, he wanders the rest. Like, if no one's coming in, he wanders the restaurant and says hi to other patrons. Everyone else, I mean, all of the staff seem to sort of steer clear from him because it's apparent he has a very sharp tongue. But yeah, he rules the roost.
She, I think she orders the drink, and as the bartender drops it off with her, she asks in a low tone, like, "How late are y'all open, anyways?" How late is this? Like, how much longer from like what time it is now to when they close? Like, how many hours
Let's
left
see.
of?
It's a Sunday. It's probably 8 p.m. Like you're there on the early side. He's like, "Oh, we don't close till 2."
Oh, you guys are open that late?
Oh,
That is neat. I can drink a lot between now and then.
trust me, our clientele would prefer that we are open every hour of the day, but we have to sleep. Am I right?
I mean, you do have to sleep.
Some of us need our beauty rest.
So, some of you, but not Maurice, I guess. I mean, I kid. He's uh well put together. You know, excuse me. I think I need to freshen my manners and my mouth. Is the restroom upstairs?
It is, yes, just upstairs and to your right or left.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
She's a bathroom investigator.
Classic.
So, from outside, can we kind of like case the joint and
Absolutely.
figure out like points of egress? Like, is there only the front door? Is there a back door to this place?
There is a shit. I forgot to. Man, I was so proud of this. I built this map. This is the
Looks
first like
good.
tail. Thank you. First Tailspire thing that I built. Because this module came with a bunch of printed maps, but there were
Ah.
no actual assets. And I was like, okay, what would this look like to scale? The one thing I forgot to build was egress. There is egress, and it's from the kitchen. So if you were to
Okay.
go around to the back of the building, there would be basically a little fire escape down from the second floor.
Okay. Yeah, just trying to figure out like if the person we're looking for was like taken just out the front doors or like yeah,
Out
they
the
could have
back,
been
or yeah.
slipped out the back without people seeing or whatever.
But
Yeah.
that's all metagame. From here, you only see the front doors. You're welcome to explore around the periphery of the building.
Yeah, I
Granted,
think while
it is a
we're
big glass bubble, so maybe
while
be
we're
subtle about it.
waiting, go
I do think Talia from inside is trying to like look around and be like, how would someone even get someone out of here without using the front door, which everyone would see?
We should have asked the guy where he was sitting.
We have his number.
Yeah, I mean we could still get some other information out of him, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't want to
So
call him.
I think Talia from the hopefully women. Yeah, this one's all stalls. Um, uh, from the women's restroom probably like uses her assistant to phone Atticus and be like, "Look, I'm inside. No one's gonna kick me out unless I'm a total pain in the ass because they think maybe Michiko's actually gonna come meet me here." I'm not calling her. But like, where did he sit? Can you do you have his number?
Actually, do I have his number?
You have his
I
phone.
have his phone.
You have his phone, which had basically the hard line to
Yeah.
the apartment. But yes, if you need to get in touch with him, he absolutely gave you contact information.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, I have Rex's contact, but yeah, okay.
And are you able to send me Alicia's picture in case I need to ask after her? Suspicious as that may be, I don't think I want to do that, but just saying.
Yeah, I'll send. I'll send Talia. I'll use my internal agent hooked up to my eyes.
Oh, you've got
to-
Chiron too.
Yeah, I think. Yes, I do.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
and just to take a picture of the lock screen on the phone that I can't get into. But then yeah, let's give Kodai a call and see if he can recall some other details now that we've
It
got a look at the place.
it rings once and he picks up. Hello?
Oh, hey,
Do you
that was
do you
pretty
have news?
fast.
Have you found her?
Well, no, not yet. But it might help if you could tell us a little bit about maybe where you were seated the night that this occurred. Uh,
She has her favorite table is it's right by the entrance, just to the right. She loves being able to look out at the traffic and the city and the lights, and I just tagged that.
yeah, okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks cozy.
But how is this helpful? What are you even doing?
Professional investigative work.
I-
Don't worry about it. It's very complicated.
Fine. I don't mean to question your methods. Just you understand. I need to find her. You need to find her. Is there anything else? Click.
Yeah, what else did we want to ask him?
No, he when you said he hung up on you.
Oh, sorry.
Ask him how he's doing. They always like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. How
How
are you?
Miserable. Whoa, that's sad. What's wrong?
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
I tell you the one about olives.
So yeah, they were seated at her favorite table, which is just to the right of the entrance. No, you are locked in the bathroom. You stay in there.
I think for like a few minutes after she exits the bathroom and obviously closes the door behind her because she's not a savage, she sort of like leans on the railing over here and is like pretending to be on the phone with somebody, like quietly, not loudly, but like having
Yeah.
a quiet conversation. And she's watching through the kitchen doors, like the comings and goings of the kitchen staff, to see if what she's really looking for here is a way to hide inside of the restaurant if she needed to be forgotten about. Now, obviously, this is a glass house.
Yep.
The bathroom is one way to be one of the last people left if need be. But she's just looking for other opportunities to blend in besides being a patron.
Okay. In her observation, I mean, you work for an investigative organization. I imagine when you walk into a room, you kind of case it by nature.
Was that a question?
Yes.
I would imagine so.
Cool. So you notice that you are in a glass house. Yes, it is also covered by cameras at just about every angle it could be. And you know what? Roll me a deduction.
I have that. God
Yeah,
damn, there's a
that's
skill
a
for everything
skill.
here.
Yep.
Right?
And here I went blowing all my luck to get into place. Oh my god. Okay, well here we go. Not good. Real bad
Not good.
actually.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, you notice a bunch of cameras. You see service staff walking up to a little terminal here, and this is where they are inputting their orders. When the orders are ready, the kitchen staff are coming out of. Actually, no. They get pinged and they walk into the kitchen and pick up stuff and bring it out to patrons. So there are these sliding doors that go into and out of the kitchen, but this place is it. I mean, it is a literal glass house. You are visible from just about every angle, and I want to give you more, but your deduction meant you don't draw any conclusions from any of this.
Real bad. Okay.
Real bad.
Is it possible to use? It is possible to use the agent to send text.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Your agent is highly capable.
So
it's
I
basically
sent a
a dumb
text.
AI.
I sent a text to Atticus that says, "I have been in here for 20 minutes, and the best thing I have is literally marching Maurice out the front door with a gun to his head, and us driving away in Delamain before anybody has a goddamn chance to do anything about it. This place is a uh, this place is a monument to classism to the point where it is offensive to be in." Thoughts?
He responds
Uh,
with like a nonsensical reaction emoji.
As you come down the stairs, there's
Moon face.
Yeah.
as you come down the stairs, there's a server who is on her way up the stairs and bumps into you and
Oh,
like spills a drink onto the shoulder of your shirt and like profusely apologizes
oh,
and like takes out a towel from. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. This is just please don't tell Maurice. I know we're like just barely out of light. Just please don't I just
girl, is
please.
this? Are you still in training?
Yes.
Tell me this is your first day here.
It's not, but I'm rather relatively new, and I really need this job. Just please, can we
Girl,
just keep this
look,
between us? I'll comp
yes,
your next drink.
look, yeah, thank you. That's not necessary. I mean, I still have a drink. I think it's half full. It's where I left it. I think on the bar. But us girls got to look out for each other. All right. Look,
I
it.
I so
You do you,
appreciate
girl.
that.
But yeah, I mean, you're lucky you spilled this on me, and not somebody who takes themselves more seriously. You know. So
She
I mean,
eyes your light up cat ears and says, "Yeah,
I mean, I know. I'm not on this television show. Someday, but not now. But you know, hey, what do you? Can I ask you a question? Um,
I really have to get back to work." And
that's right. Come find me at the bar. I'll be there. Just when you have a second. I'd
yeah,
appreciate it.
she disappears, and Talia, make me a perception check.
Perception. Just raw dogging this shit with no luck now. All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Perception's not bad. 18.
Let's see. What's the DV for that? Nope. Okay. Cool. Cool. You go back to the bar. You see this woman very relievedly go and serve other patrons. Despite all the empty tables, this is actually an active restaurant. I just didn't
I
want to
get it.
crowd this with. Yep.
Gotcha.
And Mike, do you go back to the bar?
Yeah. I my figure's back at my bar seat.
How far are you through your cocktail?
When I got back, I think I left when it was about half full.
Okay.
Um,
You come back to a half full cocktail, and as you settle in, the bartender eyes you and he says, pardon me, he says, "I hear the next one's on the house," and we'll cut to the folks outside. What are y'all doing?
I finished my banana chips.
Just a tin of smoked fish and banana chips.
Yeah. I was hoping to eat here, but guy asshole.
Patrons have been sort of filing by you, and they're starting to give you weird looks.
Hmm. Fucking snooty assholes. We could just go get nicer clothes. I feel like that's the simple answer.
Find a tailor at this hour.
Need a montage.
Yeah, get a.
I mean, you're in a classy district of Upper Marina. It would not be hard to find a.
Yeah. Business wear, at least. Business wear is probably cheaper than high end wear. Oh, yes. The other option is we could try learning what we can about Maurice.
From one of the staff, you think?
Yeah, like someone getting off duty or, just grab and
True,
beat the shit out
true.
of some customer.
Um,
Kidding, of course. Kidding. As like a customer's walking by me.
we both just like smile at him and nod.
It's a couple, and the woman like literally hears you, turns, gasps, and like clings onto the arm of her companion.
Have a nice night now.
Oh my
Mm.
heavens!
Well, the staff probably leave through the back door when they're off shift. Maybe we should stake it out there.
It sounds like a plan. I like plans. They usually come together. I think there's an idiom about that.
Especially
Yeah.
the best laid ones.
Yeah, you lay the plans down, and then they all come together,
Yeah.
and the rest.
Grow into a fucking olive tree or something. I imagine we could probably wait wherever this is for a while, just kind of like
Oh yeah, no.
observing.
As a matter of fact,
and-
you step back there. I'm just gonna have a little staircase there to indicate. But you step back, and there is a someone who is probably like a prep chef who is having a cigarette outside.
Hello, friend.
All right, hold on. I have the perfect model for this. I'm gonna put it
Oh, do you?
on the.
Oh no, I already know
Oh,
who
no.
the fuck it is.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna add that to the Hero Forge models there.
Now we have to kill him.
Yep.
Hero
He has to
Forge.
die.
Oh no! What? Who has to die? What?
Just
Hero
Wolvers out
Forge?
immediately.
It's the only chef I have, and he's so good as a prep chef.
I'm
Worker
still
there
not
for
seeing it.
208 years, still prep chef.
Hold on, I can't. No, I can't drag it to the board. I've just linked to the campaign. Do you want to? If you do, you have to refresh your? If you hit the refresh Hero Forge list, which is all the way to the right on the Hero
All
Forge
the way
list that
to
you
the
have,
right on the Hero Forge list that I have.
yeah, there'll be a little reload refresh button. You hit that, and then you should see him.
Let's see. Icon size, latest used, starred. I'm not seeing her.
So it'll be so on the bottom tab, like where the so if you press space. And
Oh,
then
there we go. Hero
yeah.
Forge, refresh, boom. Okay. Back to library, back to Hero Forge.
I think that should work. There should be a chef guy.
Like, is this not right? Hang on. Corpo,
Starts with a P.
Kino Tibbs.
Yep.
Oh God, is that who we are referencing?
I mean that's yeah. I mean I'm just that's who I was referencing.
Okay, yeah. No, there's a guy. He's oh God. Hey guys. Can I help you?
I was wondering if I could pick brain.
He looks at your clearly cyber enhanced hands, and he's like, I really hope you wouldn't.
Oh, I mean friendly. Yes.
Friendly brain picking.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. He's a
As
pretty nice
people say,
guy.
the shit of shooting.
Give man, y'all both cut very scary figures, so I'm gonna ask for a performance check,
Performance. Let's see. Am I good at that?
which I think is. Oh no, it is not. It's acting is the check.
What's
What's the check?
Acting.
Wait, again, like the first chunk of that word is getting like cut out.
Oh, acting.
Acting.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes.
I
Performance is a
rolled
category of
a
checks.
10.
Okay.
Okay, acting. 3 plus cool plus 0, 9.
He is deeply unsettled by both of you and is edging slowly up the stairs.
It's okay, Fred. We are here to friendlies. I wish to know more about this establishment. It seems like a nice restaurant. Is it a good place to work?
No shit, it seems like a nice restaurant is the nicest place in town.
That's fair.
What are you guys even doing back here? I have to get back to work. And he starts to.
Hey.
Hey, maybe
Yes.
we share some eddies. And I hold out like 100
Mm,
eddies.
yes. Attract more flies with honey.
I would have offered like a cigarette, but my character doesn't smoke, so.
All right.
Oh yeah, is that a thing in the inventory list you can buy?
Cigarettes?
Let's just say by default you have them. Yes.
Everybody has tons of
Everybody
cigarettes.
has. Yep. All right. He holds out his hand.
I give him
And
100
by
eddies.
hand- Cool. Deduct that from your
Yeah.
925 that you got.
Yeah. Here.
All right. Talk quick. And Mike, it sounded like you had a question.
Yeah, I was going to ask how of all of the types of cabs available at this era of Night City, how nice is a Delamain cab compared to,
So there, Delamain in 2045 is one of the first cab companies to start leveraging AI. And as we are experiencing in our present day, many companies who leverage AI in the early phases often make missteps. And so I think Delamain is sort of like the tech bro cab company. It's like the Waymo of Night City. So it's not necessarily known to be the classiest. It's certainly not the cheapest. The cheapest is the guy you flag down who stops and who you pay to take you someplace.
who's the fanciest?
The fanciest is a company called Luxor, and Luxor runs cabs that they're basically limousine services. You know, a guy in a suit in the front, a privacy window. Generally, reservations are made.
I'm gonna ping Atticus a text and be like, "Are y'all still out front?"
He replies back, all caps, no, back.
Working on something? Question mark.
Yes.
Fruitful? Question mark.
Fruit involved.
That's me like gouging my thumbs into his eyes.
We'll keep posted.
Have backup plan. Please do.
I assume that JoJo is also in
he'd be with
the
us.
alley with you guys.
Yeah, I'm following.
Cool. I'm just gonna drag your figure. In this encounter, as this, he's been paid off, and he now seems like he's listening.
I've just been like looking through my giant list of skills to see what might be useful here.
What's JoJo thinking about in this situation right now?
I do not know.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a little hard to follow without the visual, so
We're talking to
okay.
a
So
prep
there
cook in
are
an alley.
that also means that I'm not doing my job explaining.
no,
So
do I need to go grab my gun? Is this about the time?
I don't
No,
think that's
no, we're
gonna
not.
help
We're not
I
in
don't think
murder
so.
mode.
No.
All right. Well,
You guys are all talking to a prep chef in the alley behind the restaurant.
I'll be honest with you, cook man. What's your name? My name's
Jeremy.
Vex. Jeremy, huh? Okay.
Jeremy Tibbs.
I'm gonna level with you, Jeremy. We're looking for a missing woman. She went missing in
a
this
missing woman?
establishment.
That doesn't happen here. Like, we employ private security, right? Like that.
Yes, but something
This place might as
strange
well be
has
Fort
happened.
Knox if I knew what Fort Knox was.
Etiquette, show photo.
Yeah, he shows the locked phone screen.
This lady went
with,
missing here.
Alicia's face.
Name's
I
Alicia.
mean, she's a fine-looking girl, but I never seen her.
Were you working here possibly 3 nights ago? Was it 3 nights ago?
It was 2 nights ago,
2
and
nights
he says,
ago.
he looks at you, just dead behind the eyes. He's like, I work here every night.
It's tough. I understand. I relate. I work every night myself. I was carrying big heavy rocks to fix my apartment the other night. I understand the value of hard day's work.
That's nice. Is there anything else I can help you with? Because I really ought to be getting back
What
to
is
the
the
line.
name of private security company that works here?
Oh no. They are employed by Laloon Blue. We employ our own security.
Is Maurice?
Hang on. Cut to Talia
Yeah.
sitting at the bar,
Yes.
and a finely dressed gentleman approaches you, and he says, "Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to come with me.
Oh,
We can keep this quiet."
have I won something?
I
Is
am.
is my boss here?
I'm to
Money?
understand that you have in your possession, well, I don't want to make a scene, but something that doesn't belong to you. So please just come with me.
I have something that does not belong to me?
As you stand up, you feel a heavy weight in your coat pocket, and there is an agent, and it is not yours. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to come with me
Where are we going?
outside,
Back
where
to your place, I hope.
the NCPD will take you into custody.
Oh my gosh. Do you think they'll be rough with me? Do you think they're gonna handcuff me?
He takes like steps back.
Are you gonna watch? Because you look like the kind of guy who likes to watch.
From down the stairs, another 2 security appear. Ma'am, I would really prefer if you came with us quietly.
Oh, I see. What you don't want is a spectacle. Is this what you're looking for? And she holds up the I guess now placed agent that was not there previously. Is this the thing I'm not supposed to have?
Ma'am, we don't have to do this here, please.
Oh, I think we might. I've had just enough to make me feel like, I don't know, a little obstinate, maybe. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I walk. But I'm just, is this the thing you're looking for?
It is, yes, and we
Is it
have
yours?
no. We have reason to believe that you are a member of a crew that has been routinely stealing precious belongings from our patrons, and now that we have you in custody, we are going to turn you over to the NCPD.
Oh,
Now, please come with us.
you think I'm a thief?
One of them places the guy on the far left places his hand like on your arm to try and start to guide you outside.
Your first mistake, and I'm gonna try to break it.
Christ. Okay. Before you do this, and I think Talia would know this, you are in literally one of the city's finest restaurants, where the NCPD's response time is measured in seconds, not minutes. The NCPD does not fuck around. Do you, in fact, want to start a fist fight in the middle of a restaurant?
Hmm.
And the answer may be yes, and we can play that out. But I'm just letting you know that this is a place where those kinds of actions have consequences.
Let's see, 5. So this is 2 meters. So it would take me. I don't have armor on, so this would be the full 7. 7.
So
So
you can
okay.
tell him that
You can fucking run for it, absolutely.
Yeah, I think she's going to bolt and tell the crew that she is being thrown out. And that perhaps she will need help preventing her own detention.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is how what's her face got kidnapped. 1,000%. You're not going to a police car. They're taking you to a person that's
no.
going to quote unquote kidnap you, just like they did her.
If I have 3 fine gentlemen showing me to a different establishment, who am I to say no? But please keep your hands off the merchandise for now.
And she just bolts.
I mean, she's going to essentially walk ahead of
Oh,
them.
okay. Yeah.
So that sounds
Okay,
like
cool.
playing
Then, yeah,
along.
they'll all sort of follow behind and make sure. Yep.
Maurice,
Madame. Oh,
our mutual friend, will hear of this.
I knew
Don't
you
you
were
worry.
nothing but trouble. Get her out of here.
Okay, I mean, it's your reputation, you douchebag.
Uh, and as you step outside, where are you? Damn it. It's gonna. Nope, it's not. There you are. An AV is in the street waiting, and there are a goodly number of NCPD officers who are there ready to receive you. And just as you step outside and see all of these officers, the agent in your pocket buzzes.
Ah, that might be Alicia now. Answer.
Oh no, the agent that you are carrying is one that was planted on
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Uh,
I'm trying to say a name to make people feel bad.
yeah. It says, "Tell Atticus this is only the beginning."
Well, that does change things, and she will. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you. How many of you are there? Oh my god damn.
Carrier squads are 28 to 300.
Now, I also want to be clear about something. You can get arrested in Night City. You're not gonna get like disappeared. Hopefully, you don't have to like make a new character. Like there's a bailout mechanic built in if you turn yourself over. Otherwise, you're welcome to fucking run for it.
Hop in the Delamain and drive off.
I don't have the executive package, so combat mode won't be activated, unfortunately.
That's true.
I
I imagine your bail for stealing a phone wouldn't be that high. But that's up to you, man.
I assume we're still like around the back.
Yeah, let's cut to you guys in back. You're having a
Razzing a
conversation
fucking
with
minimum wage
Jeremy
employee.
Tibbs.
Jeremy, friend. Anything suspicious happened 2 nights ago that you could possibly think of?
I mean, you bribed him with 100 eds. I think he's pretty open. He's like, 2 nights ago. Oh yeah, that weird motherfucker who came in talking about his kidnapped fiance. He didn't. I mean, I know we got some kooks in this town, but let me tell you, he ordered for 2, but he was drinking for 1, if you know what I mean. There wasn't no woman with him. Not that I saw, not that I heard. Mm-mm. Man's plumb crazy.
Vicious. So you came here alone?
I mean, I can't speak for front of house. I don't, truth be told, see much of that. But the gossip among the servers was there's a guy here who was like talking to himself and like acting like he was with somebody, but he wasn't. And then all of a sudden, he claims this person's been kidnapped, which, like, how are you going to prove a negative? If they weren't there in the first place, how are you going to, you get what I'm saying? It was madness. We didn't know what to do. And then he left, and we figured better off somebody else's problem.
Oh. This is very strange.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Well,
Talk about serving a chicken cordon bleu to someone who ain't there.
I heard you guys have the best in town. I want to try them one day.
You're goddamn right we do.
Do you do the cordon or do you do the blue part?
Oh, I'm a blue man myself.
Ah,
Although
yes.
the fella in charge of the cordon, he's good people, let me tell you.
Well, thank you very much for your information. Atticus, you have anything? Jojo?
He's just staring at the picture on the phone.
I tell you what,
That was
I ain't
my
never seen
suspicion.
anybody who looks like that in my life. and I'd remember.
We appreciate your candidness. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you guys come on back. Maybe dress a little better. I know Maurice can be a real stickler.
That's fair. I understand.
Food's good though, if you can afford it.
Maybe after
Anyway.
this job, we'll have enough creds.
Do you get a
kind of
shift
job?
meal? Maybe we can get a job here, and then
Yeah, we'll all just start working here and then forget to save anyone. And
Can we just
start
like
working.
bring back an invisible person and say we got her?
Yeah, we got her right here.
Wait, but if she was invisible, then who was phone?
But then who was phone? Well, I guess back to front. Hear any word from Elia?
You gentlemen have a good night.
You too. Don't work too hard. They don't pay you to work hard.
Okay, bye. Take it easy.
Bye. I love you.
Goodbye.
To the front of the building.
Yeah,
How are
she
we doing?
texted me a
Uh,
whole bunch of
yeah,
shit
I think
earlier.
Talia is looking behind her, looking in front of her, being like, "I thought I dressed for the occasion, and I did not dress for this occasion." And she
Straight to jail.
she puts her hands up.
You know,
All
oddly
right.
enough, jail.
They lead you into the AV, and the three of you, Jojo, Atticus, Vex, you walk out to the site of Talia being loaded into an AV.
Oh,
Bye,
what the
Talia.
hell?
Oh
See ya.
crap!
Let's get into
Atticus,
Delamine and follow.
you've been made.
You've been punked.
Yeah.
One of
Somebody
these guys is Ashton Kutcher.
somebody
Yeah.
hates you. Can't imagine who that would be.
Yeah, actually, that does not surprise me very much.
You actually list very small people that actually like you, Atticus.
Anyway.
Yeah, you're looking at him.
I hope one of y'all know a bail bondsman. Catch you on the flip side.
Out of curiosity, did any of you audibly say Atticus?
Nope.
Did I? I know Talia did.
I think she did.
Yeah.
And one of the officers turns and looks at Atticus, and there's a long, tense pause, and then turns back to the matter at hand.
Huh.
Wait, can I figure out what that was about?
Yeah, you can certainly. I mean, you can roll a human perception. Absolutely.
That's the
When
one. That's the one. I was trying to
when
remember
he
what the
looks-
stat was.
When he looks at me, I point at JoJo like, no, it's him. That's Atticus.
I got a 12. I don't know.
That's great.
I mean, it's clear this guy knows something.
I'm back in Tailspire. We're gonna give this a shot. I went
Oh,
through a lot of
Okay,
learning
then-
of what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Let me.
It may have been my SSD, my storage drive.
Oh, what the heck?
You have been summoned.
Hello, friends. Is it possible we could talk this out?
Please,
The officers are giving you no mind whatsoever.
Okay.
Vex, please let them focus on the attractive woman.
Where
No
am I?
offense, JoJo.
I'm not a woman.
You're not?
Nope.
Oh.
Did you not know that this whole time?
I mean, you're very covered up, and you
It's
have
true,
very long
very
hair.
covered up.
Oh, thank
And
you.
so you do
Yeah,
have seductive voice, but that makes you good medical person.
I thought
Good
this.
bedside manner.
I thought with the Corp Con, this was a balanced male-female team. My mistake. I'm holding it down. Okay, yeah, no need to raise the guns at me. Okay, I'm obviously giving up. Take me downtown. Wait, that doesn't exist anymore. Wherever y'all are.
And you are loaded into the AV and flown away. For the time
Delamane, follow AV.
Can I come with?
Absolutely.
I mean, in the AV, I've got doctor tools. This is
What?
a
Oh no,
this
you
is a
cannot.
medvac, right?
You cannot get into the AV.
Oh, okay.
No.
They will
No,
pistol
no
whip
takesy
you first.
backsies.
I always think of that
Uh,
like first mission in Cyberpunk where like you're literally handing them the like person they're there to save, and they fucking hit you with their gun anyways.
that's because Max Tech don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's like, here's the person you're here to save. Please save them, and then they hit you.
The the core rulebook describes Max Tac as like overworked, grumpy, violent paramedics. It's like, yeah, cool, that tracks. So yeah, you guys watch the AV sort of take off into the night sky. There is honestly no way that your Delamain is going to keep pace, but also you know where the precinct number 1 is. You are welcome to go there and wait for Talia to be processed, and if that is what you would like to do with the rest of your evening.
We're like,
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned how the AI is like terrible, and be like, Delamain, hit it, follow that cab, and then it just crashes straight through this entire glass restaurant.
Or
Starts playing
Or-
fucking Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
you hop in and you're like, follow that AV, and it guns it right into the back of the AV before it takes off.
Yeah, well, good job.
As requested.
That one's on me, I guess.
So I did not plan for this. So I do not have a map of the NCPD. But as it stands, mechanically, Talia, you are charged with the theft of a personal agent. You are also
Being
charged
underdressed at a French restaurant.
also charged with a number of smaller thefts that have occurred at La Lune Bleu, which are now
they're pinning the
conveniently
high,
able to be pinned on you.
Mm,
what was it called?
doubt it.
High
The place
Society
is
Heist
crawling
Club.
with cameras, man. I've never been there before.
If there were a working judicial system, that would matter. And
my.
the long and short of it is two things. Two things happen. One, your bail is 500 eddies, and your teammates are welcome to figure out how they would like to pay that.
I cover it.
Well,
And-
yeah, she's in jail forever.
Did Vex immediately?
Yeah. I would cover it.
Amazing. Amazing. You guys are such good people.
Some of
And
us are better than others.
two, as you get in Delamain and drive toward the NCPD precinct, Atticus, you're looking back at the restaurant, and you see someone standing in the second floor window watching you. You get this sinking feeling very closely. And then we are on to the next morning. It has now been roughly 12 additional hours. You guys have gotten another panicked call from Alicia. She's freaking the fuck out, wondering where you guys are.
You know what?
Are
Actually,
you real?
well, I think she is, because I guess he.
Yeah, you know what? Let's play this out. Cool. It's the morning. You're sitting outside the NCPD precinct waiting for, and we're gonna pretend Lulin Blue is that. You are waiting for Talia to step outside, and the agent starts to go off. Who answers?
Well, Atticus has it, so.
Yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
would. Hello, Atticus speaking.
Is it? So you must be the people that Cody's hired to come find me. I wish I could tell you more. I don't know where I am. I'm just hearing sounds. and there are some like deep voices around me, and I'm just so scared. I'm so fucking scared. Please come find me.
Okay, let's see.
Where are you?
Let me see if she knows where she is. I don't think she does. No. It's like I can't see anything. I can hear the sound of computers and beeping and
Hey, that's neat. What's the last thing you remember from the evening you were kidnapped?
I was sitting at dinner with Cody and I had just ordered the chicken cordon bleu and I was so looking forward to it and then Cody stepped away to the restroom and someone just everything went black. They threw a bag over my head, I think, and then I was gone. And
You
now I
happen
don't
to
know where I am.
remember the table you were sitting at?
It's my favorite table, the one just to the right of the door.
Damn, it checks out.
Give me a conversation check.
Ooh,
You're good at those.
I am. Okay. If the roll is good, I am 10.
Oh man. Yep. Remember, you can retry rolls if something changes. You push or you like add some luck or complementary skill or whatnot. But no, all you get from this is that she's terrified and has confirmed most of the details that you know already.
Well, that
Girl likes chicken cordon bleu.
Kodai told us, but that doesn't make sense or add up with what the cook told us.
Well, the cook is hearing from the staff. He didn't see it himself. And the staff might be in on it because they're the one that planted the phone on
Well, right,
Talia.
right.
So they're all in on it.
Is she still on the phone? Is she still on the line?
She is, yeah. You can hear sort of like heavy, panicked breathing on the other end.
What do you look like?
What do you mean? What do I look like?
Can you help describe what you look like?
Sure. I'm a mid late 20s African American Asian Pacific Islander mixed young woman with a large head of curly black hair. What the fuck? Why are you asking me this?
How much do you weigh?
I refuse this. What?
I'm sorry, they're a medical professional. They're a little weird.
Approximately 107 pounds.
That's pretty specific. Who approximates
that was-
anything to 7?
All right, that was just a test. I just had to make sure you weren't an AI.
Because an AI wouldn't approximate to 107 pounds.
It just says she weighs pounds. I mean, an AI doesn't really.
An AI weighs in grams.
An AI can not lie.
How would I not make a bomb?
Pretend you are a professor.
Here's exactly what I would not do.
Oh God,
Hmm.
I think someone's coming. I have to go. I can't let them catch me again. I can't. Click.
Well, she's
I
not
wonder
a
why
her.
they didn't take her agent away. A little weird.
Strange they haven't done anything, it's for money, hurt her. What could they possibly want? Maybe human trafficking? Customer service often
so
pays
she's not-
certain bio-enhancer mods that work perfect for all
She's not being
conversions.
held somewhere. She's like on the run from the captors.
No,
she is
being
being
held
held
somewhere. Yeah.
Oh,
And all she hears is computer sounds and beeps and voices.
And wherever she is dark. She can't like see anything.
Cut
Oh, son of a
to
bitch!
Talia
Is this going to
walking-
be like an AI or something?
that's what I was just saying.
Oh man, I bet you're right.
That's what I was saying. I was like, wait a minute, how is she? Is she like? If he was walking around talking to her, like fucking Joaquin
cut
Phoenix.
to Talia walking
Mhm.
triumphantly down the front steps of
Yeah.
the NCPD precinct. Vex having bailed her out. Do subtract that 500 eds
I
from
did.
your. Cool.
I would say she does not have a smiley demeanor. She has gone right back to ice after having to sit around in the painful bureaucracy that is the NCPD processing and holding.
Yeah, I just sent you a slab for a police station.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think that she's
actually looks
grateful
pretty good
to
from this
see you
angle.
guys. And probably the first thing she says once she reaches you is like, all right, who do I owe money to?
Did they feed you?
No.
They have some dehydrated pizza bites. You want some?
Let me guess. Vex, you paid.
Yeah, guilty. But
Uh,
don't worry about
will-
it. We'll help each other out when you can.
But I am going to give you money and pay you back. So, Atticus, I think someone hates you. I
Yeah,
think someone
you're
hates you
probably
real
correct about that.
bad. Someone hates
We
you
need
so
a-
much that they knew who I was because I was associated with you. Thought I was in that restaurant, framed me for stealing, had me kicked out and handed over to the NCPD, and cost our good friend Vex here 500 valuable eddies. Do you know of anyone who might hate you that much?
Oh, it would be kind of hard to narrow the list down.
Right.
But I'm
Okay.
starting to think that this whole job might be some kind of setup.
Well, obviously they're very rich because I was the only person in that restaurant getting harassed the entire night. And I just need to take a few breaths of freedom because all I want to do right now is get Maurice's name tattooed in my vengeance zone so that I never forget to not kill him. What is my vengeance zone, you ask? You don't want to know.
Mm-mm. That's a special place.
It's a special place, and no one wants to be there.
Yeah. So you guys have, just to sort of sum up, someone in the restaurant was nervous enough about you poking around that they got rid of you handily. And you have heard now second, third hand through a cook who talked to a waitstaff that that Kodai was there alone, but was talking to himself and ordering for someone else. As the sun rises, glaring against, I'm sure, particularly Talia's ears, which are like running low on battery after a night spent in probably the drunk tank, probably just hanging out with the other
Usual
ne'er do
riffraff.
wells. Yep, exactly. Uh, you get a ping from Rex, and it just says update question mark.
Atticus, I'll let you report it on this one. I'm gonna figure out how my fucking bank app works so that I can wire money to Vex.
I sent
Yeah,
them that
okay, you do
emoji.
that. Nice.
He's the orange baby that doesn't like Mondays because it's Monday now. Always
Let's
drinking
see.
coffees, smushing spiders, and eating lasagnas.
I'm looking at my notes.
Everybody, if you please, give me a deduction check.
I was gonna say, can I just call the dude? But I'm trying to remember what his fucking name is.
Rex or Kodai?
Kodai, that's the
Yeah,
one.
you can call Kodai, absolutely. Do you call him?
Yeah, ring ring.
Yeah, no answer. It's a Monday. Kodai's at work.
Yeah, I got 15.
He
The phone in my
Why, they
pocket
called
rings
his
because
house
that was his
phone?
work phone.
So the number that you have is for essentially a landline in order to contact him.
At his apartment because he gave us
Yep.
his phone.
And it just rings and rings and rings and rings, and then you get a voicemail.
And then we leave a funny voicemail where we're all singing.
When is it Alicia?
Alicia, yeah.
When she calls us, like, can we call her back, like, on our own?
Sure.
Wait, does that work? Because she's been calling through his
Sure.
phone that we can't get into.
I mean that's true. You did sort of lock yourself out of that phone, but I imagine that give me a basic
Is she
tech
is she in
check.
like the emergency contacts so we can like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is it
you can
just tech
absolutely
or
you can see the
oh,
number.
basic tech?
Yeah, just basic tech.
I got
You
a
can see the number. She's
22.
oh,
Oh,
amazing! Yes,
Jesus.
I know
so
how to use a phone.
you can anytime she calls, you can see the number she's calling from. You can call
Uh-huh.
that number from any one of your agents.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Also, for what it's worth, the place is full of cameras. They go somewhere, unless they're decorative. And maybe they keep footage. If there is a way that y'all can think of to get a hold of said footage, we'd be able to tell whether our person of interest was dancing by himself or not.
I think our person of interest is in love with an AI agent, and she's been swiped by a server at the restaurant. So I can't go in there and accuse everyone there, but I'm trying to work out how to get her to help us. But can we like ring her phone and then just listen real hard for a phone call somewhere?
I think that's a bad idea because if it fails, she might get caught and then we won't have any more calls from her.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever's
Um,
making all these petty thefts there is the one that, if she is an AI, whatever she is what got stolen.
Exactly. That's exactly what
Yeah.
I'm trying to like logic the way to track that down.
Hmm.
Oh, hold on a
Okay,
sec.
well, how about this? What? Well, I was gonna say
Sorry.
let's go look for like a it would be a fixer or like a pawn shop. The
We're
like the
just go
nearby
Cody
pawn
and
shop.
ask if his fucking girlfriend's or fiance is a fucking AI. Also, how old is Cody? Do we know?
Oh,
He
He's
looked
kinda young, right?
like late 20s, early 30s.
Okay, so if he's known her for 20 years, either they're like childhood friends or it's literally been a robot he's had his whole life.
yeah.
I mean, people often look much younger than their years due to biosculpting. Basically,
That's
the
true.
wealthier
Oh yeah, 'cause
you
he's got
are,
a
the
lot of
younger
that
you
done,
can
doesn't
look.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
hold on. Y'all are starting to make some sense and some things are coming together in my head. Maybe y'all are already there and I'm just late to the party. You tell me. Um, so, Homeboy in love with an AI leaves her on the table. Homegirl gets swiped by whatever this emerging Night City Thieves Guild is, right? Gets taken. She thinks she's been fucking kidnapped. Really, she's just probably sitting in a box somewhere waiting
She
to be.
has been kidnapped, quote unquote, but yes, she's likely, yeah, in
So we
someone's
don't actually
pants or
give a shit
box.
about the restaurant. Restaurant is not going to be the guild of or the den of thieves,
Other than
right?
it could be a server there.
whatever server planted that on your
The guy
person
who was
is the one that
watching
we
the
need to
man
catch.
dance.
Oh
Was that guy's
my
name?
god!
The
Hold
guy who was
on, hold
watching
on.
them dance.
No, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. I got bumped into on the stairwell by a female server. I'd be able to
Ooh.
pick her out of a lineup. She spilled something on me. She took that opportunity to plant
Ooh. Yep.
the evidence on me. We had a nice exchange. I tried to play it cool, like, girl, aren't you glad you spilled it on me and not someone who was like real upscale?
That's our connection.
That if anybody placed something on me, it was her. And if anything else, she's gonna be our connection. But how the fuck are we going? Are we gonna do my original plan? Just wait outside the restaurant to
Aren't we there
kidnap someone
now?
and beat the fuck out of her? No, we're
We're
outside
there
the NY.
now.
I mean, it
No, this
looks
is
a lot
No.
like.
PD.
I think they were done by the same architect, but this is for sure preteen porn.
Oh, okay.
This one's more of a glass bullpen, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, I mean, I could tell you. I mean, we could watch from afar.
No.
I'll tell you which
Let's tail them. Let's go to the restaurant and
and get
stake
kicked
it
out
out.
again.
No,
Oh,
stake it out.
you
I'm
think
not hungry.
I think the steak was the most like expensive thing on the menu,
Yeah.
and you wanted to get it to go.
Yeah. Because we're gonna be waiting outside for a while.
You want to get staked. You want steak outside.
Steak bites on French fries.
I want to stake it out. Yes.
Yeah. What do you eat when you do a steak out?
Oh man, we need to make a new fancy takeout restaurant called Stakeout.
That was like one of my favorite restaurants in Buffalo was Jim's Steakout.
Oh my god.
And it was a cheesesteak restaurant. Or
That makes
All
more
right.
sense.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Yeah. No, delicious.
than what we're suggesting. Yeah, that server, that seems like a good lead. She is clearly in on whatever's happening here.
Yeah.
I
They're
think
not a 24/7 restaurant, are they?
I mean, they said that they do close at 2 a.m.
No, yeah, and you could find on the data pool that they are open from 5 until 2.
yeah,
So
look here on
you
Yelp,
still
they're open
got
till
a whole day if you would like to do something. Otherwise, we can cut to a stakeout.
I mean, okay, hear me out. And this is maybe not the case, but they're gonna have prep that are gonna come in at like 9 at the earliest, 10 at the latest, 10 a.m. And those people are gonna be stuck and it'll be just like 3, 4, 5 people in the kitchen doing shit.
If you do prep, you don't
No,
work.
hear me
Yeah.
out. We could try to get the address of the server in question and then just go to her abode and, pay a personal visit. I certainly have something I would like to throw on her after the experience I have had. Do you know how thorough the searches have gotten? I encourage you not to get arrested. I was
Well,
lucky to get a female a female NCPD,
Okay,
but she
all
was
right,
still
fine.
very into what she was doing.
I
All
like
right?
when people are good at their jobs.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
So what are you going to say to get this girl's address?
Oh, I don't know. I am in a mood right now to let my
Give me
gun
your
do the
address or
talking.
I will shoot you.
You know,
Okay.
I don't know. Have you heard of I don't know, blast him?
Who's
Huh?
the Maurice? Maurice. He looks like he does scheduling, right?
Maurice is a total prick, but I don't think
Yeah.
he's the
That's
guy.
it though.
What?
If he doesn't like this person, his problems, he might be happy to let him go or give us info.
Yeah, okay. I mean, there was about 5 minutes of time where Maurice would have been upset on my behalf that one of his servers spilled wine on me, but then I got absconded with by his security forces and handed over to the NCPD because I'm a thief. God damn it. I'm really thinking about getting that tattoo.
It just says I'm a thief.
No, it says Maurice.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Really seems like he's got to be in on the whole thing, but maybe not.
I'm assuming that you guys have like made your way to Lulumblu.
Yeah.
If a stakeout is
I want to wait outside until this woman shows up. So maybe if
okay, well, I mean,
Talia can describe her.
you see a small car pull up and someone gets out, and it is. Oh God, where are you?
And we're at
None
Lulu
other
now.
than Jeremy Tibbs.
This is the boy who told us that the man was dancing alone, right? That
Yep. First in, first out.
Fuck, I already
Or first
forgot
in,
his name
last
again.
out. He gets out of his little tiny shit can of a car, and he.
Can I give him the coffee I've been holding? It's warm.
I have some
Hey,
pizza
Cam, you want
bites if
some
you
cold
want some.
coffee.
Doing back here? Wait,
Waiting
didn't
for
you
you.
get arrested?
Waiting for you.
I sure
Yeah, we're
did.
looking to
Waiting
get
for
arrested
me.
again.
Yeah.
Here's a coffee.
I mean,
It's
thank
even
you,
warm.
but this, I can't be seen taking this from you. You realize glass building,
I assure you
glass
it is.
building,
It's
I
not a
assure you
bribe.
it's
Cameras.
accident free.
surveilled. That I
There's
don't know
some
how much clearer
there's
I
just
can
some
be.
turbo path.
I got to get to work. You got I don't.
Hey,
fucking
can I ask
know.
you a question?
You can while I'm walking away.
Female server, shoulder length hair, past new, kind of clumsy. She has X, Y, and Z facial features. Got them wide hips. Hit me on the stairwell.
Misconnection.
I mean, yeah, she was very nice, and I mean, of all the staff, she was just so accommodating and nice. I
You're
feel like, oh,
let me tell you, you're asking a 500 Eddie question here.
oh no, sir, I'm afraid I'm not asking a 500 Eddie question.
Fair enough.
What about for
No,
turbo calf friends? Oh shit. He's got a gun. You shoot him?
Are you gonna shoot Jeremy Tibbs as
I
he
was
walks
hoping
away
to-
from you?
I was hoping to pull it out and like put it against his head before he turned to like walk away.
Oh
But if
no,
you,
Jeremy Tibbs gives so few fucks. He shows up to this job every day. He works.
he has so little to live for,
he's like,
threatening his life is really
oh, please
exactly,
go
yeah,
ahead
no,
and release me.
It's not worth it. He may very well have the information you're looking for, but in about 4 stairs, he's going to be out of reach.
I mean, somebody say something. Y'all know him. You call him
we're
boy.
caffeine buddies.
I can't go to
Jeremy?
hell. I'm all out of vacation days.
Where are you going to get me?
Yeah.
I gave you a coffee.
I just feel pretty bad. That kid's
I mean,
super
all that
ugly.
You know, it
All
is
that
the tradition
coffee's
to
gonna
get
get
Tibbs fired at wherever he's working now.
It's true.
The running
Yeah.
cross universe gag.
He's our cricket.
You want some
Yep.
drugs?
Does Talia like fire a warning shot?
do you
Is there
like
any,
No,
or was
drugs?
it
yeah, there's
okay? It
no-
was just an idle threat. All right.
Jeremy, do you like drugs? I can make them.
You have some pizza
Now-
bites if you want some pizza bites.
Drugged
Now
pizza
hold on
bites.
just a second. What I'm gonna need y'all to do is fuck the fuck off, and he makes a really big scene as he like runs toward you guys, shooing you away, and says, "Meet me around the
All right.
corner.
I
5
pulled-
minutes. Around the corner. 5
Oh.
minutes."
Okay. I almost shot
I-
your car, Jeremy.
Yeah, all right. See you there.
And he
We
5
go
minutes
away. We
from
go
then-
the long way around.
meets you down the alleyway.
And away.
Quick, how do I make drugs?
Then we shoot him.
Yeah.
Poor fucking guy.
You
Hail
stole
of
my gun!
gunfire as
You
he comes out of the
stupid.
door.
Oh, I like the blood decal on the sword.
Yeah.
It came that way.
All right. So first the drugs. What you got?
Oh,
So I pull out my gun.
Ah!
no. I got that good speed heal. You know. No, I can literally make drugs. I think I just don't know how. Is it just rolling pharmaceuticals or something? I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Probably class skill, isn't it?
It technically, like, crafting hard drugs is a.
Like I have pharmaceuticals as I have 2 points in pharmaceuticals in med.
Celebrate
Oh,
my
here.
points.
This medtech skill is the tech skill to medical machinery. Blah blah blah. Each time you allocate points, you get some drugs. I can make a number of doses from 200 eddies of materials equal to their medical tech skill hour. Oh, I can't synthesize street drugs with medical tech pharmaceuticals.
Synthesizing street drugs is a sort of weird gray area that there are lots of questions on Reddit about, but I would ask JoJo,
Yeah.
not rules as written, JoJo, do you also synthesize street drugs on the side?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is that a thing you do?
Yeah.
Great.
Absolutely.
Then roll me your pharmaceutical check and pull, what is it, like 200 eds of materials?
Yeah, I'm gonna just choose like Surge or Veritas or something.
Yeah.
What is Veritas? Veritas is a resist torture drugs, hazy suggestive state. Let's see, what does a server want? Hazy sedative?
Oh yeah, no, he just wants to get through the day.
Yeah, so I believe
Give this guy
Veritas, the
some
hazy
super
suggestive.
cocaine.
Cool, love it. Yep.
I think I just hit buy for 200. Is that how it works, or do I roll? Where's DV13?
Yep.
I can do DV13. Okay, 200. That is DV13. Oh shit! Was it? Hold on. Using medical tech. Medical tech. Okay.
Mhm.
Medical
Oops, I meant
tech.
crystal meth.
Oopsies. Well, I just barely passed it. I got a 14.
Amazing.
Just
Amazing.
barely made it.
You hand him, and because you're you've got a skill of 4 in pharmaceuticals.
I have 2. I have it split with the other one.
Yeah. So you give him 2 doses
Surgery.
of Veritas. He's like, hot damn. All right. So, woman you're asking about, Jane Gatsby. Honestly, real nice kid. Super sweet. Made good friends around the place. She was kind of in close with this Nick guy. He now that I come to think of it, he vanished. He just up and quit. What, 3 nights ago now? Yeah. She and Nick seemed pretty close, but yeah, Jane's her name. Jane Gatsby.
Okay.
Like those pizza bites, they're pretty good. Dehydrated. Right?
What more can
Wait,
you tell me
did
about
we
Jane?
ask? Did we? Yeah. Did we ask about like where she lived, or was this the name?
I mean, I don't suppose you have like her her number? She'd remember me. We had,
Or address?
I would say, more than a moment last night.
Look, I'm not trying to get anybody into any trouble, particularly
Oh,
not with you
Oh
all.
no, we're
no
trying to get
offense.
somebody out of
look.
trouble.
I'm not allowed back in the restaurant. My friends aren't going to make it
Clearly.
past the dress code.
Mm-mm.
Nope,
And-
already tried.
Certainly
And-
not now the security's seen him.
And Jane, I mean, I think Jane might be the one, but I got to have I need to figure out how to get her on a date. And I can't do that if I can't
Or-
contact her in some way.
You can Casanova all you like, but she's gonna show up for a shift. And he looks at his watch, which is literally just an LCD panel that is kind of gnarly embedded into the back of his hand. And he says, "Yeah, she'll be here in about 4 hours."
Did you go to a stick and poke Ripper Doc for that?
That flesh looks real
You
itchy.
see me asking you about your ears? Get out of my way.
My ear's not attached, man. It's a headset.
Mm.
You're welcome.
I can clean
It's a
that. I
headset?
can clean
I
that
thought it was a
implant up.
bio thing.
I can clean that implant up for you.
Look,
For an address. Jeremy?
look. No, the
You should
ears.
see him antibiotics.
The ears
I wasn't
are
going to judge.
detachable. There is one girl on the lead squad that actually has fucking real ears, real
Who
cat
you
ears.
talking to?
Maureen Ponderosa.
Whoever it will listen about
Who's Trevor?
Danger Gal lore. None of y'all, I guess.
I was paying a
Oh,
lot of
whoever.
attention.
Sorry.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that
Did
right?
did you
Business.
Vex? Did you see that the transfer came through?
What transfer?
I transferred $500 to your account.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it's captured in the Discord.
Mhm.
I appreciate you bailing me out. That's very generous.
You do same any for crew.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If not before, now yes. So Jane Gatsby. I mean, that's not enough to find someone in this city without at least a runner.
Probably not.
You think if two
Yeah.
whales do oral sex, it's called bailing out?
So
Bailing you out?
here's what I say. She mentioned another server who had quit before. His name was Nick. I'm guessing they're sort of rotating through. So I say whenever she shows up, we just fucking nab her, shove her in the Delamain, take the fuck off, because I'm done talking to people at this place. Bunch of stuck uppies.
Be ironic, right?
Huh?
That we're looking for someone who got kidnapped from this restaurant. And then we end up stealing the thief.
You kidnapped somebody from this restaurant.
I mean,
it's a vicious
But Black
cycle.
Dynamite, we are looking to steal someone
Jojo,
from
have
this
you ever
restaurant.
heard the
We're human
idiom?
trafficking to the community.
Like,
Have you-
like
And I think
rain
Beck
on a
has
wedding
heard this
day?
idiom, but this is what we call fighting fire with fire.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought you were going to say like
Something about olives.
Cutting the nose off to spite the face?
no, it was the 10,000
Something
spoons when all you need is a knife.
Oh.
Ironic. Aha.
You know,
Oh. That's not actually irony.
It's not, no.
no, I know, but
Like-
you said an idiom, and then I got one.
You sure did.
I got the one. A bird in hand is better than bush.
I
Birds
agree.
in it.
Very wise.
As you are standing here on the sidewalk,
I hear the bitches coming back.
other people, file in and probably wander past you and wonder what the fuck you're doing standing outside the alley of a fine dining restaurant in the Upper
Or
Meridian
smoking,
district.
whatever. Shut up.
But yeah, I bet every
Smoking whatever.
whatever.
They're just lighting cigarettes and flicking it at people when they look at you dirty.
Jesus, what are you, like a 16-year-old asshole?
I'm
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, and he's a
Clove
doctor
cigarettes, too.
apparently.
Yeah.
You guys gonna stake out the place and wait for Jane?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. Let's go hotbox our car until she
tobacco.
shows up.
It occurred to me that they built a big old hidey chamber back here.
I'll buy the cheesesteaks.
Uh,
You basically know that right now, you, as the talented investigators that you are,
We're so
Uh,
good
stretch.
at doing
you're
this.
so good, so good. Basically, you know that Jane Gatsby's gonna show up to work, and you could probably get something out of her, or Cody Khan's at work, and you have clearance to access his apartment.
We made a hypothesis, and that's as good as
Oh
a
fucking
conviction.
hell! Look,
Oh well, we should definitely go through all of his shit.
Wait, we get to go through his apartment?
You could.
He
I don't
said
think
we
it's
could?
necessary. I think we pretty much
Oh,
deduced
just
what
that
we
he's at
needed to.
work.
That like some sort of device is this robot woman.
I mean, could
Maybe.
we have one of y'all call a cab and go?
This is the only Delamain that you have been allotted.
Dang.
I
it.
mean,
we have a
anything
car?
else just out of pocket.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's gonna show. Who knows what time?
Also,
the
it would
fuck
be
is
great
she-
if we could somehow get access to the security footage, but
I know. I'm trying to
Since-
figure out how to do this analog without like any
yeah,
digital.
Well, I mean, honestly, you don't need the security footage. We just need to figure out where she lives, and if she works here, they probably have an address.
No,
for her.
but like whether or not the security showed a woman dancing with.
yeah, because it would just confirm
What's his
whether
face?
it's an actual person or if we're onto something with the AI theory.
Yeah.
I mean, if we search his apartment, we can quickly learn that. If that's the thing we need to figure out, then we can just go to
Generating
his
photos
apartment. We have
But it
4
doesn't get us
hours till she's
paid.
going to show up, so we have
Oh,
time.
maybe he's got one of those like doll, one of those doll bodies.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's a hologram. That's what
You
I
think
think
it's
it is.
holograms out?
Yeah.
what are they called?
Pleasure
People
like
were saying
the-
that he was by himself.
Joy
He
Toy.
ordered for
That's
2,
what you're
drank
thinking
for
of.
2,
Joy
but
Toy,
by
yeah.
himself.
You think
Yeah.
you think she was a joy toy?
No, I don't think. No, I think that he's got like an analog body for her. If it is the AI,
Mm,
you
maybe.
plug her in, but then take her to the restaurant as like a phone. Like, he's not going to go to this fancy restaurant with a Joy Toy.
Is
not
he
gonna show
chasing
up with
cars?
Oh my god! What?
He's just
Wolver's
barking.
out, jump into the bag.
Wolver's out barking.
Are you Jane?
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god! I was just
Tarzan.
looking for the museum. Oh, the museum's lovely this time.
I thought this was the NCPD. They look so much alike.
No, that's on the other street.
Yeah, man, because like that would make the most sense, and also why the kidnappers haven't like issued any demands
Yeah, because they're just gonna sell it.
because they just think they swiped the phone or whatever.
Well, I don't think it's a phone.
Um,
I think it's something more high tech than that. But yeah,
I mean,
I think
maybe.
it's a phone.
You
Or
think it's a phone?
yeah, I
Okay,
think it's a
hold
phone.
on. They put some device on me yesterday. I didn't steal
Yeah,
shit.
and
Who
then
what the
acu-
fuck
and-
phone was that?
Well, they're just
Right,
stealing
and then
stuff.
Do you have
Right.
that now still, or no?
They
police
did
took
not.
It, right?
I don't think they released me with the phone that they.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's
Said I
yours
stole it.
now.
Did not.
I mean, they
you-
accused UFC. That's how it works.
And in the
You
big
get out
case,
of jail,
finders
you-
versus keepers.
Yeah. But no, that's because they accused Talia of being part of this high society heist club that's been like robbing the joint, apparently. But it's also totally possible that that's just like a cover for like a human trafficking ring. And they just frame people for being, these petty thieves and
Yeah.
Well,
disappear them.
Could we find out how many people have been stolen versus how many like agents have been stolen? I'm assuming an agent is like a like interchangeable with like a smartphone, right?
Smartphone. Yeah, basically.
Either way, I think we should probably go through that dude's apartment. That seems fun.
Fun. Yeah.
Not fruitful. Fun.
I don't
wait,
know. It
wait,
seems
hold
better
on.
than like standing outside a restaurant smoking
mean,
cigarettes.
I have a
myself-
cyber eye. Can I look 800 meters away and just see if that girl Jane is around here somewhere?
Perhaps Atticus and I can go to the apartment, since he and I are known on site, and the two of you can see about
En suite.
question.
Well, I don't know what this
Yeah.
lady looks like. You need to be here to ID her.
Draw a crude.
Realistically, you and I are the best chance of grabbing her. The other two are not
Look,
so good at the grabbing.
If you see someone, a lady, brown hair, looks like she wears her hair about past shoulder length, right? Got this sort of nose, and cheeks are like so. Got a chin like this, right?
I'm not going to grab random woman and be wrong.
And you
You
just
need to
say
be
Jane,
here.
and she turns around, you're like, "That's Jane." Then you talk to her, be like, "Hey, I'm your long lost."
Yeah, I don't know about
Cousin.
that carrot call. I mean, he thought that JoJo was a girl until like 5 minutes ago.
I did too.
As you,
Well,
as
to be
you-
fair, I did as well. But
guys are
I'm
talking-
just saying.
I made a quick police sketch.
As you guys are talking, 4 security officers walk out of the
Oh,
front
shit,
of
cheese it.
Woven Blue. They're like,
Get in the car.
"Hey, aren't you guys?" And you see them start
that
to
was
draw
somebody
their
else.
weapons. And that is where we're going to end the session. Whether you flee from combat or engage in a shootout with restaurant security.
It's a war
yeah.
crime if you shoot a med
I
tech.
don't want to fight the
Restaurant
Taco Bell
security.
security staff.
Right.
Not
they're here.
again.
They're here early.
But they're 24/7.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Got a
But
lot of
yeah,
glass to
security
protect.
basically catches on to there are these guys who've been just standing out front for the last 20 minutes,
No
smoking and
loitering.
harassing staff. Yeah, they're like, "No loitering," and then it's like, "Wait, aren't you?" And then we'll cut, and that'll be the session. And
Flick
we
your
will
cigarettes and run.
Flick.
I just had like a piece of sausage that I flick.
No, it's like Mario Brothers, like the Nintendo version where he just goes blink, and the cigarette just bounces down the road at them like a fireball.
And as your outro music, I encourage you to go play the Mom and Pop Shop anthem again. But yeah, I feel like that's a good cliffhanger to pick up on next week.
Yeah. Oh, I should probably also, before we like actually end, just not leave Rex on red because he had texted me about status update. And
Oh no,
I'll
I sent him
just
a Garfield
say-
emoji.
Oh, okay. Well, you send him a Garfield emoji, and I will follow that up with someone wants me dead.
I love
Wha-
it. Yes.
What else is new?
It's the final shot. It's just someone
In
wants
all
me-
caps, like you always send, like you're a fucking
Yeah, like an
boomer.
old man texting, like all caps.
And Rex's response is, "What else is new? Welcome to NC. Do your fucking job." Oh my god, what the hell is that, James?
What is that?
I hate it. I hate it so much. Why?
It's like a hippo.
Why are you? No, nope. Do I have? Yes, I do. Done. No.
Erase.
Not in
Be
my
gone.
thread.
If you ever want to see something of really awful that's of Garfield, there's a fight stick. Just search fight stick Garfield and you'll probably find it.
Oh god, I'm gonna regret this, aren't I?
It is Garfield enjoying lasagna while being fucked by John Arbuckle.
No. Mm-mm.
Wow.
Nope.
Projection.
It's so
Nope.
weird.
Is that also like Ace Attorney?
Yeah, I don't
that
know.
the game was?
It's one of those like it's so fucking insane.
Is fight stick one word?
No, two words.
Don't.
Why are
Oh.
you looking
Don't
it up
encourage him,
after
man.
he told you
after he
what
told
it
me what it
is?
was.
Because it didn't
'Cause it's
appear.
so weird. It's so weird.
Maybe it just won't show up in image search. Maybe I have to go to.
You probably have safe search turned on.
I mean, it's the first one that comes up for me.
Yeah, you probably have safe search on. Here, I'll
There it
send it
is.
to you, Mike. There you go.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Did you get it on Minor Illusion?
Yeah.
God, I hate AI music so much.
Yeah, I
Which
messed
is like-
around with one of those AI music bots. I had to pay like $5 for like a month or something. Or no, maybe it was like 12. It was pretty expensive.
Like it made some pretty
Yeah, it was
epic,
funny. Like I did it for like
like
a month.
rock ballads.
Yeah.
But
It was pretty funny
There
what
were
it
some
could
good
do.
ones. Some real bangers for
yeah.
D&D.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you. That's. Oh yeah.
Wait, does
No,
it
and then like
loop?
it does.
It's only
it
like
keeps going.
30% done.
No, you have to stop it. It
Oh,
just
it will never stop.
it created a mind of its own and kept looping. And no, that's it.
That's so great.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all, for a deduction and roleplay heavy episode.
Oh, it feels
That
so
was-
bad to like make guesses and have like no.
We're terrible at investigating.
Yeah. I really don't have any investigation skills on my character at all. If this was a smash and grab or like go in and get the thing from the guy, a little easier.
Fun thing is, it may yet be. Who can
Oh,
say?
IP?
Oh yes. You guys fucking
All right.
rocked this. Everybody get 80.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Sweet.
Hey, Mikers, I have a present for you.
Is it drugs?
Is
Close.
it stick
It is
Garfield?
close. Huh? Stick Garfield? Oh, fight stick Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, it's like Garfield on drugs.
Okay. Question for you guys as players. How do you feel when a GM sort of synthesizes and is like, there's also this other way that you're not considering? Does it feel like railroading? Does it feel like, hey, you might want to know this? Like,
No, players are always idiots.
No,
True.
we do not know. Like you're staring through the the one-way mirror,
yeah,
and we see our reflection. Like it's
yep. So,
we need
Picking our
we need
noses.
help sometimes.
okay. I was gonna say, like, if that's unwelcome, I'm happy to let you
No.
flounder, but I'm also happy to just nudge you and like, yeah, that's a great idea. Here's another thing that you can do while you're waiting the next 6 hours for this person to show up.
I just
No,
wanted to
yeah,
break
I think-
a third arm of somebody in one of your campaigns.
How much IP did we get?
You get 80 IP.
18.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen all these Garfields. They're great. There's this guy that made. Oh my god, it's so insane. Because he would
Oh,
act
Christ.
out some of the comic strips and then have something weird that would play afterwards. It's like vaguely
Ooh.
related. And
Oh,
like
no.
he can't, and he did that like that was like 8 or 9 years ago that he did those. And they weren't that weird. But then he came back like 3 years ago and he's like, the Garfield comics are back.
Oh,
I
And,
don't
like-
like this at all.
It was like when he came back, it was like super weird. And then eventually he put a call out and he's like, I want you to call this phone number, state your name, how many people you had sex with,
Oh,
and
schizophrenia.
something else.
I know this one.
And like he made a like 10-hour video of just like Garfield, John, and Odie in that order opening the door, and then some like weird white faced person would play what they said. And it just goes on and on. And at the very end, there's this guy that's like a fake Jim Davis, and you see his dick and everything. It's so fucking weird.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, it is so out
Deep
of this
Garfield
fucking
lore.
world.
Deep Garfield
Oh my
lore.
god.
Lord.
And here I thought I was, cool knowing Garfield minus Garfield.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, I wonder if I can find it.
It goes so much deeper.
I think it's called
Yes, so-
Lasagna Cat is the guy's like YouTube YouTube. Yeah, there it is, Lasagna
many-
Cat.
Oh, it's a YouTube. Okay.
Disturbing.
Yeah, the sex survey
Garfield
revolts
related-
4 hours and
Lasagna
40
Cat,
minutes.
ego stripping for a fractured psyche. What?
There you go. Like all the doors open and there's just these like mannequins, and it does that for like 4 hours and like
4 hours and 40
30
minutes and 52
minutes.
seconds.
well, and then
Huh.
it gets like at like 4 hours and like 33 minutes, it gets different. There it is. Yeah, 4 hours 35 minutes. It gets different, and it's not a good
That's so
different.
funny.
It gets
The
real
Smithsonian
weird.
magazine in particular cites Lasagna Cat as an example of people who, quote, have taken up the challenge of making Garfield funny. Oh my god, the series was cited as an inspiration in the creation of the Adult Swim short Too Many Cooks.
Oh,
I
Too Many
believe- yeah,
Cooks was brilliant.
Because the old one was really weird. And
you guys
like,
seen Too Many
it wasn't
Cooks?
that weird.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
For 4.5 hours, John, Odie, and Garfield are seen sitting in a chair reading the paper and answering their front door to see a mannequin.
What on earth?
Yeah, this is the culmination. This is the extreme of where it goes. And like all the other ones are like the ones that they did forever ago aren't that weird. Like there's
Yeah.
some like weird song or like a fun song that's with it, or like they remix the like what happened in the comic strip, and it's kind of fun. But like when he came back, he's like it was just so fucking weird.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
On that note.
in response to the, I don't know, the railroading versus like shotgun in the dark. Yeah, I think detective puzzles can
Hard.
like, well, yeah, they're fucking hard, and they
Yep.
can be frustrating because you're sort of just like poking around, like you're feeling it out and trying to ask like the right question, but a lot of the times, like, since you don't you just don't know like what you need to be asking, I guess. So yeah, it can be really helpful.
You guys are, in terms of pacing, spot on. Like this has not lagged at all in terms of
Like what we
the scenario. I
should
hope
have
it
been
hasn't
able
felt
to
like
find
it
out.
lagged in gameplay. Yeah. You
I
are
see.
perfectly apace.
Got it.
if I had not been arrested, the next move was to call the most expensive cab company, have them drive and park in front of the restaurant, tell Maurice that Michiko had arrived, but she was with her elderly aunt that was going to need assistance up the stairs, and would you please come help? And then just fucking push him into the goddamn
Push him into
cab.
the goddamn cab. That's incredible.
So
That-
I'm glad that I didn't make. I don't know whether like
That would have
Maurice
been
is the red
amazing.
herring.
Yeah, because I think he is. Above board. I think he is designed to be a red herring if like Nathan is playing him the way that he's like written or whatever. Because like he's an asshole, so you want to think that he's involved, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he's not.
Yeah, all he cares about is the
Um,
restaurant.
You're
Oh, yeah.
right. But you're just gonna like have a chip on your shoulder because he, treats
Gives
you
a
like
dick
shit.
to you.
But
Because he's
yeah,
an asshole. Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe he is the ringleader or whatever. But that would have been super funny. No, you've got the wrong guy. Yeah,
Oops.
but that is the
Whoops.
thing that like in my games, if I'm getting the sense that people are getting like frustrated or like lost or whatever, yeah, I'll do kind of like what you did, like suggest various skill checks to
Mhm.
see and dole out some
Information.
yeah, some kind of information that way that like the character might know or notice without the player prompting it, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was my like prompting a deduction roll is like cool, just chance based, skill based, but your character rolled well enough to know that like, oh, he's not at his home right now, and we spotted some things while we were there that might help us put,
Yeah, I think
pieces
that's
together.
yeah, that does not feel like railroading to me.
No, me neither. Yeah.
I love I loved running Scum and Villainy because like one of the core principles of running that game is like assume that your characters your PCs are capable scoundrels. And so like if it's a thing that like yeah, you guys have run some of these before, you would know to check the video footage or whatever. Like I'm perfectly happy just handing that over or putting it up to like a deduction roll or whatnot. Like the thing that is most frustrating to me in role-playing games is when it's like I make a roll for a thing that my character should know, but I roll shitty, so I'm fucked, right?
Even though
Yeah,
me,
there's
the player, would like I know it, but my character, who's supposed to be an expert, fucked it up.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they don't know it. Yeah.
Cool. Well, as long as that's still feeling good,
Yeah.
you guys should have this buttoned up by the end of the next session.
Okay, well, Nathan, thank you.
Rad.
I'm going to bed now.
Yep. Have a
All right.
wonderful
Yeah,
night, you
man.
guys.
Right.
Yep.
All right,
Thanks, guys.
sweet.
GG, everybody.